Hello, everybody. I have great news. I think I have great news as long as this worked.
Do you get a sexy little headphone?
Yeah, you get a headphone.
Hey.
Cable time. Elgato's cable is very long.
Don't be talking about long cables.
You can't be saying long cable around me in this economy. Does the puppy go resistance still stand? I'm assuming there's no static, right, everybody? So, you'll never guess what we did. I had an ace detective moment, and I realized, I was like, wait, Liz, bring me that cable. And we took the cable out of Elgato, and it fits the microphone. So now we're using Elgato's cable for the snowball until I figure out what's up with the cables. Is it an echo? An echo?
How can that be?
That's really weird.
How could this be?
I don't know how that could be.
Is it the old stream?
That's the old stream. Walk in. Walk in. Lock the fuck in, YouTube. You're hallucinating.
Are we in?
Static creeping back in?
What?
Static creeping back in?
What? Oh, there's the echo.
This is weirder than I could have imagined.
Oh, no, that wasn't echo. That was from the phone.
Oh, you're right. What do you mean static creeping back in?
I want to meet Morgan.
What do you mean static creeping back in? This is a different cable.
Is there static happening right now?
There must be. Static seems to be gone, okay, but we're not talking.
Oh, there's the echo.
This is weirder than I could have imagined.
Oh, no.
It's really real. Okay, but we're not. I guess only when we talk.
You did hear static when we talked?
Yeah, there was straight up static a second ago, which means that it's a problem. How did this microphone last until the day that I asked somebody for a new microphone? That's so impressive. We're dead. I mean, we're fucked. The stream's completely fucked.
No.
We could do like the shittiest stream ever on the built-in mic or like your AirPods.
My headphones do have a built-in. We could test with my built-in mic.
Hello. I love Castlevania. You catch us at a bad moment where the stream is exploding. Sounds okay. But like, there's no reason that the separate cable should be giving static.
No,
Yeah.
it's probably not a cable issue.
Yeah,
then.
that's a microphone problem.
One of the ports, yeah, or something.
Oh, ports might be more concerning at this point.
I doubt it's your USB port.
You mean, yeah, this port.
I'm guessing it's that port, yeah, or something.
You made it so far! I'm doing bad. Sorry. We're doing really badly. We're not sure if we can actually do this stream. Oh, Narina had the stream going in 2 windows. I'm glad it sounds great, but what the fuck is the static? Right, yeah, but...
Oh, the static?
I mean... I have had static before. Like, yeah. I have had static come and go before. I guess we just do our best for the moment.
We'll do our best?
Yeah, see what happens.
I'm gonna have the Miku song stuck in my head all stream.
It's a good one. Alright.
Oh, how did that happen? Wait, hang on. Wait. RPG Maker Festival.
Wow.
Almost as good as Snow Festival.
Yeah, almost. It's really close.
It's
People
really
often
close.
compare them. People often compare RPG Festival and Snow Festival.
Oh, RPG Festival would go hard. RPG Maker Festival.
Oh, RPG Maker Festival.
Yeah,
oh, happy
RPG
Christmas.
Maker
Merry
Festival.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I've been observing in the background of this whole entire endeavor.
Yeah.
The ramen on the snake. It's making
Yeah.
me really happy.
There is ramen on that snake.
Oh my god, are we meeting Morgan?
We'll see. She's gonna show up.
Ooh.
This is a work of fiction. Oh, it's immersive full screen. Great. Now I have no focus and can't work. Okay. OBS.
Just got
Oh,
it.
we got it. Okay, we're in. Immersive full screen will have to do.
She looks so cool.
All right. There we go. Any static? Please give us a static report if it happens. And how is the volume balance right now? We have to balance. We have to get that. I'm gonna bring this down to here. Which means you can bring this up. No static. Why was there static? Why?
Just to fuck with us, I think.
We'll see. Come on, Snowball. I was telling Liz, I asked my mom, so this is kind of the ideal distance, but it's tough. So the closer you get, the quieter you have to be. Back here, you have to be kind of like loud, and that's kind
Just
of
like you.
I asked my mom for a Blue Yeti for my birthday for the first time since 2020 or whatever. When I got the Blue Snowball, I finally was like, you know what, maybe it's time to upgrade. And she shipped some manner of package last week. It is completely possible that the delivery man brings us a Blue Yeti during this stream. It is 100% possible. Game is faint? Yeah, there's not much to hear, but I'll give it some juice. We're definitely gonna want it to have some punch, though. Don't let yourself be quiet. All right.
Title theme is actually fucking banging. It's so good.
Yeah, I mean the graphics are kind of crazy so far. I really enjoy the effects here. There's a lot of moving parts. Just like the brain particles are nice. Like I'm like 12 gigabytes, and it's like, do you want 120 hertz? Like for the visual novel? Sure, I guess. Episode 0.
Okay.
All right, well, here we go. Yeah, no, I got that much. Of the devil.
That was cool.
Rain sizzles off neon above me. The summer shower. This is summer? The summer shower creates a noted uptick in the flickering of holograms down the street, and a slight blunting of the night's ambiance. Emphasis on slight. This ambiance goes for days. Lights, camera, and constant noise. The city's got insomnia, with the uneven heart rate to prove it. There's no escaping the secondhand nervous energy of it all, but I'm plenty acclimated. This is so, like, intentionally noir.
Yeah, it is.
What if you made a story that was so noir? Just a wave of worries cresting on the surface, while I hold my breath deep below. Besides a microdose. This was written by a relatable millennial or Gen Z person. No one says microdose in like AAA localization. I never hear that word in video games. Besides, a microdose of nightlife anxiety suits my mood just fine. That's cool. That's cool, Yama. I wouldn't say anybody here works on games, but we sure think about it.
Oh, we do think about it.
Because if I'm not careful, this client of mine's gonna die in jail.
Found a little nook to light her cig in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fun.
Morgan.
Criminal attorney.
It's hard to get away with murder these days. People are still presumed innocent, at least on paper. By the time they're in cuffs, there's hardly any shadow of doubt left. Because this whole world's lit up, mapped out, never unknown, and always online.
Terminally, maybe.
Whether it's incandescent, or neon, or hollow, Whether it's LCD, LED, or just the nearest phone screen, there's light shining on every last pixel of the map. And someone's always watching. Solitude's a rarity. Anonymity is scarce. And criminal defense attorneys aren't exactly flush with customers. So you take whatever clients you can get. You don't balk at public defender work, no matter the hour. And should you find yourself in one of the last dark, quiet corners left in the whole world, well, smoke 'em if you got 'em. Not that there's much I can do until my phone.
The cut-in was very cool.
Steins Gate realistic cell phone simulator. Counselor, your public defender contract has been approved. Currently texting with the state system.
State.system.
You are expected at the
254th precinct?
That is a lot of them. The static has come into the microphone.
What?
Not too bad. What if there is a mythical other cable? Nah, I'd probably throw out the old cable. We got a Liz stream in the year of 2026? It's hype.
Hi, Evie.
Arrive at least 15 minutes early. I'll try.
Heart.
Looks like paperwork came through. It's nearly 3:15 now. 90 minutes since I took the job. Probably makes it about 2 hours since they finally got smart enough to ask for a lawyer. If they're really smart, they'll have used that time to get some rest. Because now that I'm here, things are going to get busy. How's the static now? Did it fade out? Of the Devil, episode 0. And he shall appear. What's that biblical reference? It's probably about the devil.
I will... Oh, is it Speak of the Devil and he shall appear?
That sounds
yeah,
real.
I think it's Speak of the Devil, so... I could be wrong.
Yay! Evie hears no static.
Yay!
Disable tutorials? I probably need to.
I want
Whoa! That's so fun. I would probably need tutorials.
Yeah. The sound design is so good.
Yeah,
That's
is
a
really
really
slick.
important thing.
Ooh.
Suspect. Hashtag not found.
Hashtag not. Wait, Noreen hears static and Evie does not. There's a little static, but it's more in the background than before. Well, I guess we'll function for a bit. I mean, I can also... dip back in. Can you guys hear me? I just unplugged and replugged the mic. It's a goddamn ghost town. Ugh. Nothing but a hologram for a welcoming party. I'm here about a homicide. High clearance rates be damned. You'd think they'd treat it with a little more gravitas. But whatever. If I'm that unimportant, they've got no right to complain if I take my sweet time getting checked in.
I'm already obsessed.
Wait a
I
minute,
love her so much.
that is a lot of fun.
The little like music note animation. Oh, I'm gonna like this character. I've known for months that I was gonna really like her.
Yeah, I think it's mandatory. Information's like cash in my line of work. You gotta spend it to make it. And if you're flat broke, no one will give a shit what you have to say. So let's see if I can't poke around and shake some change loose. Press the phone or tap the phone icon on the top left to access the pause menu, where you can save, load, and check settings. You can toggle auto van to auto. You can look around the pointer. You can check and investigate. You can credit. And you can credit as measure of information. You just don't feel broke. Wow.
So cute.
That is awesome. That is really awesome.
That's really good.
Yay, we're in. Oh my god, there's first person. I would not have expected that.
It's done.
Looks bad, but my phone's made of the same stuff, and I'm rolling the dice every time it falls off the sofa. probably null the warranty on one of these things with a loud sneeze.
Ooh.
At least it's not broken entirely. Even at this hour, it's still dutifully scrolling through its notifications. Looks like the usual 1-to-1 ratio of public health alerts and inoffensive pop culture trivia you always get served at state buildings.
I like that every word of that was capitalized. That's the thing. Like, inoffensive pop culture trivia.
But there's a few missing persons too. 1 year of Silver Plan coverage, courtesy of Caduceus, as a reward for any... Silver's no joke. Family must be getting desperate.
Whoa.
Oh, pragmatic brutalism, so textbook it could teach freshman level architecture. Can almost hear the building drone on and on about concrete and iron and hard right angles. The civil planning equivalent of battle scars. From a fight won so long ago, they're starting to look ridiculous. I'm sure it was all very imposing back when it was built. But walking in here now, with crime rates where they are, feels like a hospice ward for heavy-handedness.
That whole bit about architecture felt like a little too personal to just have been like, yeah, you know, I'm like, is someone an architect?
Yeah, somebody involved with this, an architect. Oh, got the trigger.
The reticle.
The...
Oh boy, that's so sick.
Oh. An actual police lineup. It's like I walked into a museum. They don't do this anymore? The museums tend to feel expensive and clean. Dusty, forgotten, probably lots of unpacked boxes. This homicide department's more like an attic.
Why is the change like poker chips?
Because it's fun.
Well, no, I know it's fun. I'm just like, are we going gambling?
I guess. Hard to believe they were ever so busy that they had witnesses making IDs in the lobby. Then again, hard to believe they were ever doing lineups in the first place. Are you certain? Wasn't it dark? Did you know that during traumatic events, memory formation...
Memory formation is
blah, blah, blah. Poking holes in that setup must have been like shooting fish in a barrel, and all during billable hours. But there's no room to sow in doubt anymore. Not when a modded witness can just submit their testimony as a video recording.
We got that, like, cyber modifications,
Yeah.
like eyeball cameras.
Noreen activating. Gambling, you say? Yeah, you didn't know that we were doing the Gambling Detective Celeskiri video game? Assuming their phone didn't automatically file a police report for them.
Yeah. This is so fun. This is so one of those things that, like, in 10, 15 years, people are gonna be like, oh man, Of the Devil really, like, predicted this. And it's like, no, it was specifically written, like, during the time that it was.
Yeah, this is not, yeah.
No.
We knew what was going down.
Yep.
A data pad? I'll bite. I wish the auto bit was more like Danganronpa, where it shows you options and you choose. When I press collect or control, expecting to like be given like, you know, reticles,
yeah.
I just like bam, go to the next thing. I'm like, I don't even know what I clicked on.
Yeah.
Data pad? I'll bite. Even when they're more advertisement than article, they can still be informative. In a flowery, roundabout, corporate propaganda sort of way. Heads up! Keep an eye out for articles in the environment. They offer insight on the world around you and credit towards your investigation. Articles are added to your phone's reading list after you first read them. Choose the proper takeaway after reading them and you'll earn additional bonus credit too. I want to pet her head.
Yeah,
That's
no,
the best
exactly
fucking
how
art.
She's so cute.
Subway fixes axed. City to refocus on canopy. Declaring the subway tunnels to be irreparably flooded. City engineers announced this week that all plans to drain and repair the system are being suspended indefinitely. Saltwater damage to sensitive electronic cabling and erosion of key tunnel fixtures were cited as reasons for 89% of why the subway system was evaluated as critically compromised or worse.
89% or more?
We should go play Metro down there. Civil engineering efforts will be refocused on maintenance and expansion of the hybrid super infrastructure system that weaves together like trams, highways, walkways, and skyscrapers into the canopy, high above our city streets. Reactions to the announcement could be characterized as blasé. It's been years since the subway last ran, and decades since the last ran on schedule. Most citizens have long since given up hope on them ever making a comeback. Online chatter barely reacted to the announcement, with most commenters and voters' attention focused instead on the growing investigations into Councilman Long's campaign finance irregularities.
Evie, I agree with you. It's so good.
As one of the Canopy's major backers in City Hall, Long has often found himself at odds with a small but vocal group of critics that consider it to be an eyesore and an amplifier of light and noise pollution. And with Long having stepped away from his political duties in order to more fully cooperate with investigators, for years, looking at the red light being shined on Darumi right now, that's so fucking, like, unnecessarily urban.
The angle of, the light reflecting off of your glass actually makes it look like her open eye has, like, a glowing red pupil.
Jesus Christ, that's nuts! What is this edge? The 20 years, the typically rock-steady political foundation of the Canopy was looking uncharacteristically shaky going into this week. But with the subways now officially no longer an option, people and corporations alike have little choice for how they complete their morning commute. However, not all reactions to the news have been negative. At least a few bold individuals see this latest report as vindication, and possibly a rallying cry. Already considered by many to be a rising star in infrastructure, tech startup Subterra made headlines last year with their radical proposal for a system of personal submarine taxi pods that could make use of the flooded subway tunnels, but momentum stalled when their first prototype for the city came with a disappointing 3,359% over budget. The one council member was quoted as calling their system mind-bogglingly wasteful and impractical in the extreme. In light of this latest announcement, Subterra has proudly declared their intent to resubmit their proposal package. Across the entire globe, coastal cities like ours have struggled to find civil engineering answers to rising sea levels and subterranean flooding that satisfy financial, practical, and aesthetical concerns. Historically, most scientists have attributed this increase in sea level to climate change, so there are dissenting voices. Water rises and falls all the time, for reasons we don't even understand. I'll read it. It appears that you have 0 free articles remaining this month. Please verify your account information in order to continue reading the stories that matter.
Wow, that's like we were just on Blue Sky.
So
that was like
fun.
a real post.
So fun.
Ballsy of them putting the paywall there. That's funny.
As if I'd reach for my wallet after having to read a word like aesthetical. Besides, I got the gist of it. The takeaways that the city will be focusing its efforts on. I'm gonna be honest. Which one is the city focusing on? Is it the stupid Musk one with like the pods, or is it the canopy?
The city seems to be focusing on the canopy.
The canopy generally, right? Yay! There will be increased scrutiny surrounding the canopy, now that there's no plan B. It's a massive project with a massive budget, lines the pocket of a lot of people big and small. Oh, little reading comprehension test. I didn't know we'd be getting a Cyberpunk stream today. Yeah, we sure are. Speaking of Cyberpunk, how bad's the static? Mom, did you mail me a Blue Yeti? Saved by the mom. Wait, is Vanessa V-Nasty? Wait a minute. Wait, sorry, Vanessa. Is your display name V-Nasty? I didn't recognize you. We are having major mic issues.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're doing great.
Let me listen. Let me listen to my narration of this fucking urban planning. It's good. Oh, it's such good volume. This is such a peak stream. Why is this happening?
It's fucked up.
Everything good. We have the real noir grunge and discomfort of I can't record my birthday video for Kaito.
No.
I know. It's a massive project with a massive budget. Lines the pockets of a lot of people, big and small. None of them would appreciate bad press at the moment, not when Councilman Long's already thoroughly chummed the waters. Alright. Taking all the scenery and learn all I can here. Time to get checked in.
Hello.
It booted up fine. So far, so good. Good morning. Morgan, here for the public defender contract. Could you please provide your name? And... Great! Please stand still for a moment. I wouldn't call Intake Hollows charming. More like harmless. But that's probably what the designers were aiming for. People don't mind a quirk or two in their tech, so long as it never speaks out of turn. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble placing you. Are you over 18? Please give us your Discord ID.
Oh no.
Oh, hi! What's up, Hunter? Yep.
Oh my God, Hunter's here?
Yeah, good to see you. It seems like the snowball finally shot the bed after like 5 years. I'm really bummed. Less than a mon? That's good. Yeah, less than a mon is good. I just need a stable USB connection right now. In this grungy, shitty society we live in. Could you please provide your name and date of birth?
Dox yourself. Dox yourself.
No. So far, so good. Was it? Just scan my...
Oh.
I hate this! Real horror for real Discord fans.
Card, not face. Card, not face. For me. I'm like, oh,
Say, why don't you just scan my ID card? This fucking face.
she's so cute.
The pink screen of 1934. Good to know. Great! Now could you just inform your date of birth for me? Why do they even bother asking? My birthday's on the damn ID card, and my profile. I have to be a world-class airhead to get this question wrong. No problem, my birthday is...
What do you mean?
I don't
Wait,
know the answer.
There's a quick bar. Can we check our inventory?
Oh. Ah.
Profiles.
Yeah, you're so clever. You're gonna go far in this industry. All right. Occupation, defense attorney, likes puzzles, smoking, wooden furniture, commercials, hairdressers, jogging, or dislikes. Dislikes hairdressers.
Dislikes
That's really something. Can fall asleep in any position.
What
Whiskey
is
sour.
Okay, I can't like her anymore. Why does she drink decaf coffee?
She just likes the flavor.
Whiskey sour though, that's pretty hot.
Terms. Wow, this is so pretty. The UI is amazing. Evidence. Shut the fuck up.
Just like Ace Attorneys.
Oh yeah, sure. That's a truth bullet in my country. December 26th. Perfect. Good morning, Morgan Counselor. Thank you for your timely arrival and for taking on the public defender
Why
contract.
did you say that like Morgan song?
Yeah. If you're ready to speak to your client, you can proceed to the counseling quarters 3C. Is that what we're calling it now? You mean the interrogation room? I'm sorry to have caused any confusion. She does look that way. My vocabulary is regularly updated to better reflect state standard. Ugh. Don't sweat it. I can't keep track of every new euphemism either. Her eyes went black.
So
Her eyes have a going black feature.
That's happened every time she's like, I think it's her internal, or her narration, like the background goes gray and her eyes go black. I've noticed that. That's fun.
Wait a minute, I want to make sure of something. Oh, the stream's still live? Okay. I was a little bit worried the stream died.
Whoa.
So she's a Sagittarius! Hell yeah, Noreen. There's no other way to read that. Wait, no, she's definitely a Capricorn. I think she's an early Capricorn. I think Jesus was a Capricorn. Doesn't change the way it makes a person feel sitting in a stifled box with one-way
Oh yeah, no,
panels.
she would be a Capricorn.
Nothing to see but their own reflection, duly warped across gunmetal walls. Morgan Counselor, can I help you with anything else? Heads up!
Oh.
Choices that project the story forward will cause other options to shrink away when selected. Choices that will take the conversation down side paths before returning to this point will not. Ah, okay. Because of the article you read earlier, you've unlocked an additional choice. Whoosh. Read and examine at every opportunity to build up your knowledge and get the most out of every conversation.
See, look, she had outer and inner Morgan
Yeah.
card.
Oh, so blue is the one that'll...
Yeah, that's the unlocked one.
Oh wait, but then which one progresses the conversation?
I mean, I think we should ask a special question, but I don't know.
Yeah, probably not gonna progress.
Yeah.
Static is getting worse.
No.
How do your AirPods work? what are your headphones?
The headphones, they just have a little built-in mic that hangs around on the wire. It's probably not as good quality as the Snowball, but it was through Discord. It was giving I was using my Snowball and then my headphones, and you were saying it was like.
Oh really?
Yeah.
The only issue is that we can't both be mic'd, probably, right?
No, it'll just be right between us.
It'll work?
Yeah.
Well, let's try that then. Well, we're experimenting with
Yeah.
mics now.
Yeah. Let me grab.
Famous of the Devil stream.
Yeah.
Alright.
No, like if you heard me like on a call or something, and you heard like my family talking in the background.
Yeah.
That's the room. Like
That's not bad. Alright, sorry everybody.
Sorry.
Quick pause, every nyan. We are back. Hey, audio input capture. Oh yeah, Snowball never got taken out. Bye, buddy. Or let's just do audio input capture. So it doesn't seem to recognize.
It's one of those. I don't know which one though. One of those is probably the built-in mic of the laptop, and the other one is my.
Oh, wow, that's
Yeah.
really loud. It's so sorry. This is on. Yeah, this is Liz's headphones. I think.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we are live. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I just tapped the mic a bunch to be sure. So it looks like we got it here. Let me see how this sounds. So we're speaking to that now. That might be better.
No, it just hangs
Let's
out.
see how it sounds.
And it picks up really well. So like I'm not holding it anywhere near me, but.
It's really clear. Come on now. This is amazing. This quality's great.
Get your basic bitch Sony brand earbuds for around $20.
Are you kidding me?
Built-in mic and play button sometimes go on sale for $10.
I'm so sorry, Snowball. You just got outdone. You've been such a good Snowball for so long.
These are like my favorite headphones. I've been getting them for years. I replace them maybe once a year or two. Maybe every like 2 years something
the
starts
wire's so
breaking down.
thin. I love it.
They're kind of the best.
I'm so sorry, Snowball. You made it so far. We had such a good adventure together.
Oh,
It's been since YouTube Quest. It's been ages.
that's sweet.
I have to lay her to rest.
Yeah, here. You got it?
Oh. Rest easy, sweet queen. It's gonna be so much fucking easier to do this stream with this like solid headphone mic,
Just a
and
little beast.
we're gonna be so much cozier now. Okay.
Yay.
All right, everybody. So let us give us pointers on the audio. We're using Liz's $20 headphones that go on sale for $10. Snowball, you built this city, Snowball. You built this city. I guess if I don't have a Blue Yeti by next Tuesday, I'll just go buy these Sony headphones. All right. Just full screen window or whatever. That's amazing. Liz, say something just to prove that we can hear you.
Hi, I'm over here, away from the headphones.
How loud is Liz? We can put our we can lean it ridiculously close together.
Put our heads together.
We can put our heads together. I know the city's not terribly concerned with the lower wards, but this is a police station. Why is it so goddamn dusty? This is a little quiet, but it sounds great. This is so fucked. I can't believe Snowball just got outdone by your
God.
bitch-ass headphones.
I can project a little better too. I'm mostly just speaking at my normal
All right.
volume.
Well, now that we have a full of the devil stream in our systems, we might as well get pumped and use our big voices.
Morgan.
Yeah.
My big boy voice.
This facility is currently undergoing renovations. And let me know if you want to do any voices.
I'll
for
think
sure.
about it for
Yeah.
sure.
Since when? The 60s?
She's so cute.
It has been 22 months since the timetable was last updated. They really don't see a lot of action around here, do they? I'm sorry for any inconvenience you might have encountered. I'm adaptable. What about you? They ever gonna fix that crack?
Oh,
Thank you for asking. It has not interfered with my work. Well, that's all that matters, right? What are you? What are you?
her eyes went dead. Okay, so it's not an internal thinking thing.
I am a smart user interface proudly sold by Noble Electronics. Thanks for asking. If you're interested, I could send you a link with information about our subscription packages. Should I send you a link with information about our subscription packages?
No.
Wait a minute! That was the John Mulaney bit. I was referencing this yesterday.
Wait, were you?
Yeah, it's like I was at Staples and I'm like, boy, I sure wish I was. Are you part of our membership program? Boy, I wish. Do you want to join the membership program? No. Do you want to be sent the information website? No. No, sorry, that was a mean question to ask. That'll be all, thank you. You'll find the counseling corridors past our homicide detective's office, right through the door to your right. Thanks. But I think it's just me for now. So could you can go on break if you like. Automated dependents do not take breaks.
Oh my god. Automated dependents do not take breaks.
Oh, I thought we could click on automatic dependents.
Oh, that would have been fun.
It's more like Steins Gate, actually.
Look at her smile. Then what were you doing before I walked in? Taking
You'll
a
find the
break.
counselor. I was jacking it in the jack. Through the door on the right, thank you.
Oh, man.
Ads don't get breaks, and they don't get my jokes. But it's usually the humorless types that are the most fun to mess with anyway.
Wow.
Okay.
Morgan counselor, are you a good person?
Eyes gone bad or something. A voice. No, voice is coming from down the hall. Heard yours? Probably. Thank God I stopped for directions. I was jorking it, and by it, let's just say my interface. One voice sounds older, rougher, and decidedly low energy. Appreciate you worrying about me. Forbid I try to be serious. While the other rings with useful indignation. Okay, youthful indignation. It's not like our job is important or anything. Definitely cops. And at this precinct, at this hour, they might be the only two living, breathing people in the whole complex.
Yeah, what is it? It's like past 3 a.m. in universe, right?
Great. 'Cause why else would you bother to print all that out? One document or 100. Looks the same on a data pad. Anytime you question a suspect, you need to have a heavy file in hand.
Oh, we gotta keep up appearances.
Makes them think you know I'm better than their priest, their mother, their
Oh.
big brother.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna say that. So how many of those sheets were blank then? Oh, it's these two.
Whoa.
That guy's a cop? That guy's a cop? I think I know his role in this story.
I didn't know either of them. I don't know anything about them. I've just seen their designs, and I'm definitely surprised.
No red carpet tonight, officers? Oh, good. Cop, sorry about that, ma'am. We don't keep many extra hands around these hours. Probably faster to let the desk handle that anyway. Keep the incels busy and not bothering anyone else, I guess. The realistic robot girlfriends. Great! At China or Japan? I wonder which one. But mostly cheaper. You the lawyer? I am.
She's so cute.
Morgan Esquire, pleased to meet you. Same here, counselor.
Kasim.
Kasim?
Kasim.
Kasim London. And the ball of sunshine here is my partner, Farrah Reyes. What kind of Yuri do you get, Farrah Reyes? Ball of sunshine? She certainly is.
Huh?
Ha? That's just Japanese. People don't say ha in English. Sorry, you're kept. Ha?
Huh?
Sorry you were kept waiting. Chatter between the departments been hectic all night. Look at this background. I can lock in now. This is like just about as good as 100 Line. Of the Devil indie game coming in to kick the shit out of 100 Lines visuals. It's no problem. Gave me time to enjoy my cigarette. Evie. Ha? Good job. It's Japanese,
Ha?
Evie.
She's learning.
Cigarette? Like tobacco? What are you, 80?
Just kill her. Just kill her.
Did you see that thing?
I did. It was really cute.
She can't be more than a few years younger than me. We're detectives in charge of this particular case. Ha! Yuri. Ha! Crosses the Pacific in the future.
I can bring it back.
You can bring it
I
back.
can bring Ha.
I think it's going around. These quirky, relatable devs have it.
I hit a little more than I should. Sometimes I'm just like,
My friend Sarah said that after like 8 years living here, she just went home to her family for the first time, and she was doing like Japanese like interjections, like aisushi, and they were like, okay, what the fuck are you doing? Like, because in English, it's like you can like if you say something like somebody's talking, it kind of sounds like you're trying to like tell them to hurry up. But in Japanese, it's like, huh? Huh? It's like, okay, what the fuck are you doing right now?
my active listening going.
Yeah, seriously, I'm being polite. Apologies in advance for any cobwebs. Pretty sure I've seen this London character around the courthouse before.
Slow pan up of his design. Ooh.
I'm pretty sure he's a pretty main focus of one of these chapters. He never struck me as more than just some old timer. Wait, how old is this guy? I never even noticed how old. I thought he looked kind of young.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He looks pretty young.
Well, hi Vanessa. I'm so sorry I didn't recognize you the first time. We had like our display names changed by the state or whatever, and I didn't know you were V Nasty. I'm so happy to see you. I've missed you. Yeah, this is definitely not a suspect in the case. This is just some old cop. Cyberpunk is very... Oh, Latin American coding. Oh, like Blade Runner. There's a whole new language that's crossing Japanese. That's pretty cool, actually. Wow, Japanese and Latin American cultural stuff in Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk 2077? Yeah, that one. But I suppose being an old-timer is an accomplishment in and of itself in his profession.
Wow. Just like the Devil Hunters.
I'm gonna start... They're starting to remind me of Kyoko and the other narrator in her books, the more they say that kind of thing. I'm like, you're gonna die in the line of duty, detective?
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 20, whatever. Well, it's like this like Blade Runner 2017. Sunshine is definitely a new face, though. Rigid in her posture and her attitude. 3 in the morning, and her shirt still looks ironed. Freshly promoted, maybe. 2 whole detectives! Why did that get me?
2 whole detectives working at these hours. So funny.
2 whole detectives.
Sounds serious.
2 whole detectives. Unless you were just the first to arrive on the scene. No, we're not nearly that timely. Uniforms responded to the emergency calls within a few minutes. Calls, plural. Must have been quite the commotion. And they just have the best lighting in here.
Mm-hmm.
Look around. You think we were the first to arrive for anything? She's not wrong. We were only trapped after circumstances at the scene indicated involvement with an ongoing investigation. Our ongoing investigation. Not very subtle, is she? But I may as well bite at this point. So you suspect this client of mine is involved in some separate criminal activity? Wait, did they really not? No, I guess they wouldn't put it in a public defender's briefing. Look, consider this a little professional courtesy. A fair warning, yeah? That's the heartbreak killer in that room.
We got pink on.
Seriously. And we've got the bastard dead to rights. 2 Hole Detectives coming this fall to TBS. Narina's demanding the Morgan emote. Morgan's probably gonna show up in the Backrooms icon pretty soon. We haven't added anybody since like curly 2024. I don't think we've added anybody to that icon since I visited you in America last year, because that was the Cave Story stream.
Right, yeah.
Genocide show! Genocider show! That's a Danganronpa one thing. The Heartbreak Killer. And we've got the bastard dead to rights. So if you're kind, you'll help him plead it out. And if you're smart, you'll pass this shitstorm onto some other night owl and go back to bed. I'm not feeling particularly kind or smart at the moment.
I was hoping she would say that.
So perhaps in the meantime, you'd be so polite as to fill me in on this heartbreak killer.
Huh?
They cover utilities under the rock. They cover utilities at the rock you live under. Is there a problem? You're seriously not familiar with
Hollow
HK. You're seriously not familiar with Hollow Knight? Never heard of him. Them
The
slash
Hollow
it.
Knight?
The Hollow Knight. Well, maybe the Hollow Knight is him.
I've heard enough.
Look at this baby. Look at this baby Miku staring with the most like awe-inspired expressions at Morgan.
She's a little molecule. She's being exposed to media for the first time.
I need to get a picture of this. There's Darumi in the red light and Miku looking up at Morgan.
I love the. I've heard enough of him for a lifetime. She's so funny. She's playing the long con.
Seriously.
Like, what is the? Can you imagine being in your profession and going up to 2 cops and they're like, "Yeah, the most famous serial killer of our eras." You're like, who is that? but like, who is that though?
But that makes me feel like there's. So I think I mentioned something to you about the glasses character. I feel like there are multiple characters that play ditzy but are super competent, and I feel like that's going to actually change our late 20s.
Don't do that to me.
I'm not going to roast those on stream in front of God and the microphone, but I do like that character trait. I've heard enough of him for a lifetime. That name has been plastered all over the city for weeks, their crimes wavering between breaking news and urban legend. Their presumed goals flip-flopping from unadulterated anarchy to unappreciated vigilantism. To unappreciated anarchy to unadulterated vigilantism.
To adultery.
Adultery. To underappreciated Christo-anarchy adultery. At street corners, in the media, on the net, everyone's indulging in the exact same kind of armchair detective speculation that I can't stand. But right now, I need to figure out exactly how much the police do or don't know. And when it comes to cops, I always get better results playing dumb than I do acting
With
smart.
that line with her little smiling, like with the arms folded behind her, I love her so much.
I take it he's a repeat offender. He's a fucking icon.
But like,
Was it the killer part that tipped you off?
So who is this guy?
You must have at least heard of his MO. Media's gone crazy with it. Along with literally everyone else. One bullet, straight through the heart. Body left to lie where it falls. Hence the name Heartbreak. Heartbreak. You learned hashtag Heartbreak. Not exactly creative, but amidst the swirl of every other 100-word article out there, catchiness trumps originality. What you won't read about online is that all 6 of HK's victims were shot by the same gun, without even needing to reload.
That's not that surprising.
It's kind of cool, actually.
That's pretty...
Horrible to say, I know, but 6 for 6? That's pretty good shooting, isn't it? Hitting the bullseye at the shooting range is good shooting. Doing it 6 times in a row is great.
Well, I guess we don't know the details of how far away he was doing it, but like
This guy's really good at getting up close in front of people and then killing
that's what I'm
them.
thinking. I'm like, well, how far was he?
He knows exactly how to shoot through the back of somebody into their heart, so he walks up and just. But shooting 6 people with accuracy like that, it's a whole different feat. That is a class trial cut in. Takes a certain kind of monster, a real freak. His pulse probably didn't even rise.
Oh, I like that.
That's a good line, yeah. I see. Sounds horrific or robotic?
I feel like robotic starts to imply that you think that, because I don't know what the tech situation is here. We've got holograms. Sounds robotic. Makes it.
I was gonna say, if she wants to play dumb and not confident,
Yeah,
I would go
I would say
horrific.
horrific,
Because
yeah.
robotic means you're already thinking about the method and
Yep.
stuff. That's a pretty terrifying thought. I'm so normal. I should really start paying more attention to the news.
Oh my god.
How I managed to miss 6 murders? Well, you can only blame yourself for missing 5. Pardon? You're still not getting it? HK's 6th victim was found a few hours ago.
Don't you get it, Morgan? You got called in to defend the Heartbreak Killer. She's like, what?
I think that's the plot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's totally what's happening.
When we caught the son of a bitch red-handed. So you're convinced that my client is this Heartbreak Killer, and tonight was just his latest crime? That's a serious accusation, with very serious consequences. Hollow Knight's 6th victim. I take it you have serious evidence to back that up. I was being literal, counselor.
Red-handed like blood.
When we found your client, he was covered in her blood.
That's a good sploosh.
Splish! I like the effect of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not good, is it?
Well, that's not good.
Have your insane bean. What you say certainly sounds compelling. Is that lawyer talk for open and shut? But even if that's the case,
She looks so annoyed right there.
how does one crime scene make him look good for 6 murders? It's all in the discovery files. And the ARCs, of course. Join the local net on your phone and we'll turn over everything you need. I'll bet. Thanks for that, detective. I'll be sure to read it over. But if it's all the same, could I ask you two some questions while I got you here? The hell kind of attorney wants to interrogate the detectives? This kind of attorney! You're just that
Oh
pleasant!
my god.
Come on, sunshine. Not like we're gonna be punching out anytime soon, right? Technically 9 victims if you count all the Mantis Lords. Oh, yeah, true. Whatever. Let your clients do an interrogation all night for all I care. You mean the counseling quarters? We're at your disposal, counselor. Alright.
That's a funny way to twist it around. Oh, you mean the counseling quarters? I just heard from your hologram that that's the current terminology. That's the updated.
Oh, where's the phone? The phone is like its own menu, I guess? Term, settings, what can I save?
No.
Maybe autosave is on. High roller mode.
Cannot be enabled mid-case.
No, they would kill me.
Yeah, they would.
Wait, Q doesn't do the quick bar. Wait, Q, quick bar. Quick bar. Give me the quick bar. I need to have a quick bar. I love to point and click. Loose wires, missing panels, an aircon system that probably... Aircon, that's so Japanese.
Aircon.
It's more than people it's supposed to. No room in the budget for making the office not look like shit, huh? I expected to find a lot of belt tightening at Homicide, but I didn't think their operation would be this bare bones. They've got a stunning clearance rate and they work fast. This is awesome.
This is
the
so
different
cool.
camera angles.
Yeah. I love Rabiza. Her little smile is so good. I'm so normal.
I'm
I
so-
bet you are.
I'm so normal. I guess the city sees that and just assumes their job is easy. Maybe their job is easy, but with our dear, doting surveillance state eliminating so much of the footwork. But if your wheels don't squeak, you don't get your palms greased. What does that even mean? So Homicide ends up as the only
What does
state
that mean?
department with a shrinking budget. A dumping ground for the police force most unambitious
Wow.
and least popular.
That, she just killed them. That was the 1-2 punch. The most unambitious and least popular.
I want to talk to them, but they're invisible.
They're not allowed. They are so Danganronpa. So
Yeah!
It's Just hanging out in their 2D. In the
Yeah,
2D
you're right. The
space,
2D sprites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, this soundtrack is so fucking good. Boing.
You shouldn't have cleaned up so much for little old me, Detective London. Look at this desk with the particle effects of the lighting.
Legit.
This kicks the shit out of Last Defense Academy. Someone really needs to introduce this guy to a filing system. Or even just a stapler, am I right?
I'm actually... See, paper documents scattered about lazily alongside actual photographs. I'm shocked that they're still operating with any level of paper.
That's so true. Maybe this guy's really old.
He was just reciting like, oh, well, you need a thick stack of paper to freak them out and make them think that you're onto them and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I guess they haven't fully phased out paper documents.
Don't you know? This is a period piece from 2027. This is what 2027 was like.
My heart rate just like, just the tiniest bit elevated.
Ravi and Noreen released the unredacted Hollow Knight files. I love to point and click. Which do you like better, pointing or clicking? Clicking for sure.
That is so true.
I have an animated Miku cursor which enhances the pointing. I think clicking for me is also like, it's like the payoff kind of. Either he's really old-fashioned or really paranoid about data leaks.
We were onto that.
Look at us. Are you proud, Gary? Oink, oink.
Oink. Oh, he's like, why are you... Oh, he doesn't...
And he doesn't look like the paranoid type. Well, orderliness aside, some things are better in paper. I'll give him that.
No, because that's the only way... Like, they can't trace what... Well, I mean, they can if you type it and print it.
Yeah.
But if you have those files outside of whatever digital system exists, that's like the thinnest extra layer of
protection.
Anonymity and protection, yeah.
Unless the cameras have advanced it depends how much they spec into Microsoft Lens as a society.
Yeah,
If the cameras can use Microsoft Lens and scan documents, definitely, but I've never seen cyberpunk media or like speculative fiction where they're like really good at scanning paper from a distance.
I agree.
Nobody gives a shit about Microsoft Lens except for people doing online homework in 2020. People writing their kanji.
People writing their kanji said with no personal feelings.
Baron Stark uninvited. What is the water reflecting on this table? This is gorgeous. Baron Stark and uninviting. This must be Ray's desk. I'm glad I got a computer like this for this. Keeping your workstation neat and tidy is admirable, but I can't spot a single mote of personalization. Is she so new she hasn't had time to unpack? Or is she really just that uptight and boring?
She's so cute.
Sneeze.
Yeah, seriously.
Both, maybe. Lady's brutal. Morgan, you're so funny. you're so quirky. She's just like a...
I love the image of her talking to these guys like, oh my god, this is so funny and quirky, and then looking at their shit and being like, yeah, you fucking suck.
Yeah, I know.
Like, these guys
You
suck
lazy,
so bad.
shitty little. Latest Noble androids receive warm welcome. Bolstered by a strong earnings report and surging sales of the Animate 16, Noble Electronics' stock rose a stunning 3% this week to a new record high, while Noble's latest iteration has yet to surpass the sheer popularity of its predecessors. An increased profit margin has left Noble shareholders very enthused. Many investors were skeptical when, at their now infamous 2084 trade convention, Noble announced the 16th line to be the first generation of androids to feature over 50% organic components. So-called warm androids, which at the time only saw demand in the health, senior, and childcare sectors, obviously, were looked down upon as impractical due to increased maintenance costs.
They can get hurt now.
And pregnant. And while some critics voice concerns that fringe religious or traditionalist groups might find warm androids controversial, more business-focused minds feared that Noble was alienating its customers in the industrial and military sectors. Oof. In order to cater to its civilian customers, users that viewed their androids from across the room and not from the factory floor. God forbid. However, as has often been the case in the last decade, Noble's doubters were proven wrong. The Animate 16 is poised to break profitability records, with no signs of slowing down, and many industry analysts predict that these once rare organic androids will completely replace their more robotic predecessors in daily life within the next 3 to 5 years. As described in the earnings report, much of the 16th line success, and indeed the success of Noble's androids in general, can be attributed to the remarkable lifelike personable charm of their products. and by all accounts, that charm can be attributed to the work of Noble's famed lead programmer, Dr. Asher. Lead programmer is the understatement of the century, said on Noble brand ambassador, #Noble Industrial Weekend. It's because of his tuning solution that every Noble product, from the sleekest assistants to the most advanced intensive care technicians, are so beloved and trusted by our customers. While his reputation was on full display at the event, Dr. Asher himself was nowhere to be seen. He's always been reclusive, but he's become a genuine hermit in recent years. Are we even sure he's still... Hey fam,
Hey,
looks like you're not
fam.
logged into this device. Want to put your account info so we can keep you reading? Hey fam! Alright,
I saw a Discord post the other day.
yeah, seriously.
Come on, folks.
Can't spit with the Noble tech being involved. For the government, they're too expensive or too frail. Frail sounds
frail.
money. All androids undergo wear and tear, especially if they're directing traffic or suppressing crowds. Was Noble the one putting submarines into the subways?
No, it was a different one. That was Subterra, I think.
Oh, Subterra, and then maybe Noble like fucked up the first project with the subways.
I don't remember seeing Noble in the previous article, but I could be wrong.
Noreen
Noble looks
mentioned
like a
Noble.
Oh, second mention of Noble.
Noreen
Okay.
released the Noble files.
Oh, yeah, where's the Noble files, Noreen?
It's just an endless stream of bad photo ops waiting to happen. Okay. Noble made the desk hollow. Oh, right. The desk hollow. So
okay.
they're very state related. They make
They're
artificial
the,
people.
Yeah, they're the people makers.
They're the people makers. You've been granted access to state files. Provide C to confirm.
Did you press this? Oh, that's cute.
I'm trying. No. Why would you not do that?
You need to reply C.
Am I talking to a person? I am an automated dependent. Ads are usually more polite. Our personalities are tailored to suit our users' preferences. So the state likes you to be a little authoritarian. You need to reply C. C.
It's
It's
sensitive.
insensitive!
I knew that bit was gonna. Oh my god, I hate the lowercase c.
Thank you. Alright, if I project it from my phone,
Link.uxi. Yeah, we trust that.
we run Unity. Arcs.user portal. Whoa.
Hmm.
Augmented reality crime scene.
It's like we're really there.
It's like we're really playing Danganronpa.
There's the gun, there's the body.
Alright, let's see what the police have and what they think is important. The victim's body. Cause of death, ballistic trauma. Class 4 blood loss, atrium and aorta. Single gunshot wound to the heart, and brief. Death was instantaneous. No injuries anywhere else, and no blood or skin under her
Yeah,
nails.
there's no struggle, for sure.
In genuine Danganronpa pink! Blood splatter, forensics, and all that other good stuff tells them that she was shot from there. So the killer was standing in the doorway when they fired.
That's not very far, right?
Yeah.
Where's the doorway?
Right? Yeah, it's close. The murder weapon, a revolver. Oh, we found the revolver.
Oh.
6 empty casings found in each of the 6 chambers, meaning the gun's been fired 6 times. Looks like the crime scene techs practically disassembled the damn thing. But all they found were fingerprints belonging to my client. So he was found by the police, with the murder weapon right in front of the body. And I don't even know where to start. Highly prejudicial would be an understatement. Seems like the vase got tossed around. And yet there's not a scratch on it. Must be pretty damn durable. Isn't art supposed to be delicate? Maybe it's making a statement. Takumi's alarm clock.
Oh.
A stand-up mirror shattered and knocked over. Real glass. No screens or camera here. It was hit hard. Hard enough to come unattached from its arm, while shards of glass were scattered, far enough to land on the victim's body. What a mess. That's all the big-ticket items. What about the security? Oh, it's so pretty. Looks like the apartment was unlocked all night. All 6 bullets fired. Did they say how many were in the body? I don't
Oh,
think
just
they-
one.
I guess only one pierced?
Yeah, only one pierce.
It's not uncommon for people their age in a neighborhood like this, but no signs of any forced entry only hurts my client's case. What about the rest of the room? there's not much else flagged here. Just a lounge chair that got thrown, and whatever that is.
There's already a lot that's looking like, well, because obviously it's fishy. I'm guessing that, I don't know, like unidentified ceramic debris. There's way too much that looks like a struggle compared to taking one shot through the heart and her instantly dying. There's so much mess in here.
Yeah.
Compared to
And the vase
kill.
looks like it was like artificially set up to
Yep.
look like it was falling.
Exactly.
Flag is irrelevant. That's their technical assessment. Guess even the crime scene techs weren't sure what to make of it. Okay. That's everything that the police highlighted.
Do we think this is Fahrenheit or Celsius? 27 degrees.
Oh.
Is this like house temperature 27, or is this like
Sweltering.
cold middle of the night 27 degrees Fahrenheit?
Oh, that's right. 27 degrees is not how you keep your house.
No.
Yeah. I guess they're using Celsius. Probably. But did I miss anything? ...
There's no chance that we saw everything, right?
The clock.
Is there a button that... Oh.
Whoa. Something in the victim's hand? How the hell did... It's just a pill organizer. Just a pill organizer at a crime scene? I wonder if the mirror was hit by a bullet, but it seems not. Looks like some immune adjusters, NSAIDs, and triprexisome, a synthetic glucoroid medication, taken daily to reduce rejection symptoms.
Like
Phantom pain and generalized itch. Reject what? The autopsy said her talk screen was clear, but it's not like it matters. Did this bitch have cryptoglobin?
Well, rejection symptoms like phantom pain and itchiness would suggest some sort of amputation, and then possibly like a synthetic body part added.
That would make sense. Noreen put it. That looks like the little blue pill.
It looks like estrogen in there.
Wait, the pink. I think and Brandon, I think some people have the pink pills, or maybe they're cream
She's
colored.
taking both.
Oh my god.
I mean, she's dead, but
Yeah. She could have swallowed every medicine cabinet in the city and it still wouldn't change the cause of death. It's odd, but ultimately irrelevant. Everything else here is very incriminating, but the kicker is everything that's not here. No out-of-place DNA, footprints, crumbs, nothing that points toward anything except my client. Well, I've done more with less before,
ARCS data.
but not much more.
I do agree that it's possible that the mirror could have been hit with the bullet because they say that the cause of death was ballistic injury, but they didn't actually mention the bullet being like embedded in her
Yeah.
chest. Like it could have gone straight through.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
Could you grab my coffee over there?
Yeah.
My
I
friend.
did.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I have to hold this headphone to banter. Hello everyone. Like I want to instinctively take off my headphones for a break, but like this is the mic. God, if the door rings, it's so funny the range of things we might get.
Yep.
There's what I ordered at the mall last night.
Yep.
There's Blade, and then there's stuff from my mom.
I want it to be, well, so the mic would be wonderful and fitting. I want it to be Blade.
Yeah.
Bad. So I set it for morning,
Mm-hmm.
and I think morning window ends around noon.
Okay.
So we have like an hour.
All right.
It's gonna be really funny if like we leave in the morning tomorrow on the Shinkansen,
Yeah.
and he shows up like
Yeah.
still in the morning, but
Hello.
after or something. I would be so sad.
I'll put him. Well, I guess I won't take him out of his box, obviously, but in my heart, I will put him with Kyoko.
Oh. Cafe latte.
Mm-hmm. Evie pointed out that even using a gun to kill somebody like this in the future seems like a hobby.
Well, I was gonna say like the style of revolver is very old-fashioned looking. Like that. I mean, a 6-bullet revolver. Like I'm actually surprised they haven't commented on it themselves.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, like and what an old-fashioned weird ass fucking gun to have.
Yeah.
Because that's a weird one to have.
Who the hell is messaging me at this time of night? First person who comes to mind is
Is it her green-haired daughter?
Brett. Red. What couldn't wait until morning? Good news, of course. I got a job for you. That's a pretty cheery way to tell me you violated parole.
Oh my god.
LOL, not that kind of job. Sides, I've been covering my tracks. This is something different. Look at this creature!
Mhm.
Kind of thing I can't handle with just a keyboard and a phishing scheme. I need you to sue my gym teacher! Not that kind of lawyer, sorry. Hey, at least let me finish. What did they do? Make me run laps! Not illegal. Let me finish! They made me run. Even though I said I had a stomach.
This is my daughter. Said.
Gotta be like youth endangerment.
Oh my god.
Some depraved indifference or some kind of shit. Sounds like you've already got a strong case. Try self-representing this
That
guy.
sprite is so cute.
We literally are gonna have not just 7 different smugs, but 3 different polites.
Yeah. Look at her like with the. Oh, that's really gender actually. That's like.
When you fuck up and the whole group chat is hitting you with Ema thumbs up, Morgan polite, and polite Ludenberg. What's with the blow off? Nice phrasing. This is a child. I'm laughing so hard right now.
See?
I've seen them. That is a Danganronpa V3 design.
Oh my god.
Is that your mugshot?
Using my own mugshot as a reaction image.
I wasn't not gonna get a copy of my mugshot.
Oh my god.
And I use it as a reaction. God, you found a use case. But I'm working right now, so. Anything cool? I'm obsessed with this little
This is such a
flooby.
little creature.
Advanced tech. Homicide.
Oh my god. Oh, cringe. Cringe.
Wait, what kind of homicide? Is it HBK? What's that?
Heartbreak killer, I'm assuming.
Oh. Is that the kind of morbid thing kids your age talk about? Teens
my age.
And yeah, we can read
This kid is so well written.
compared to the corrupt shit in the headlines. Old-fashioned murder like Hardy B is
Hardy B. We get the Hardy B stands at school.
wow.
Wink.
It's not heartbreak.
This is such an actual like. This is like reminding me of my youngest sibling.
Yeah.
This is an actual like young Gen Z.
Yeah. The pause before quaint is a
Yep.
separate message,
Yep.
so. We have another period piece to show the next generation what it was like to live in 2025.
This feels like me and my sibling talking.
You see the 98% conviction rate as a challenge or something? You taking up lost cause probe nose work? It's pro no bono. That was
was
auto. You know they give lit homework for a reason, right? This is borderline concerned nagging. That's not a crime. Maybe you really are a bleeding heart. Or just a sucker.
Or just this. Oh.
I'm not a sucker. She's losing. She's getting bullied by this high schooler. Nice phrasing. Shut up.
Sweat. You should go to bed.
Fran. Tomorrow's Sunday. I can stay up if I want. I love the face. I cannot. Tomorrow is Sunday. Because today is Saturday. What's with the Carpe Diem shit? It's nearly 4 a.m., kid.
Oh. Yep. Whoa, wait, they have school on Saturdays?
You have school in like 3 hours. Wait, really?
That's what she's implying.
Oh,
is
wait.
That
But tomorrow's
child-
Sunday. I can stay up if I
Yeah,
want.
Brat stayed up past midnight Friday and now is now on Saturday morning,
Mm-hmm.
but still has school on Saturday.
Oh.
Sunday is their weekend.
Shit.
That is so Dylan.
Repeat offenders may be good for business, but that kid's bad for my blood pressure. Repeat offenders are good for business.
I realized I called them daughter immediately, but that was there was no gender
I have
specified.
no
that
idea what
could be a
gender
non-binary
Fran
child.
is.
Where's my coffee?
Important text message, I take it?
Wait, where's my gay little coffee?
Your gay little coffee
gay
is
little
fast your
coffee?
gay little pancakes.
Oh.
Your gay relatable pancakes.
What if you were 26 and you had a 15-year-old in your life?
It's crazy. So then, if you wouldn't mind filling me in on a few details. By the way, I couldn't help but notice that you're light on staff.
Oh, this is probably a situation where you can click every... I don't know for sure, maybe not.
It's 3 in the morning. Were you expecting a parade? I thought there'd at least be a few androids around. Aren't many androids in any police station this week. Not while the brass is renegotiating contracts. Contracts with Noble? Good guess. Hardly. They're the biggest. Hardly. They're the biggest robotics corp there.
Alright, okay, Raise.
Could spend all day in city center without leaving their office's shadow. Yes, we're very fortunate to have them headquartered here.
She internally hit the like, hardly, blah blah blah. Yeah, we're really lucky to have it. We're very fortunate.
Saves us some money on shipping at least. Gender equals teenager. We know everything now.
That is so true.
So they'll be writing checks for Noble ads by the end of the month. Even with Noble pushing those warm androids. Warm. Yeah. Might as well call it the adult one.
Yep. The comfort android.
Might see him in the bigger department store out on patrol, but not around these offices. Warm or cold, there's no such thing as an android detective. Yet. Any day now. Guess we should be expecting those any day now. Maybe android lawyers, too. Get some android politicians in and we'll have the full set.
So cheerful.
Get real. People might like ads who do what they... Oh, ad is like a slur for android. I think, because she called the...
It's something. It's not advertisements.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not
repeatedly
that, yeah.
misspelling ads, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But they despise ads who tell them what to do. I'm not so sure. Cameras, sensor satellites, we already got all our facts from machines. Give it a few more years, it might make sense to let the machines do the investigating too.
Wow, that's so 2026 AI of them.
The union would. The police union wouldn't let that happen.
Wow, union is protecting the workers from. That's so 2089.
She needn't have specified. It's the only real union there is anymore.
Wait, that's fucked up world building.
Heartbreak. Checking my phone here, and I have to say, you've done a pretty admirable job keeping the details of HK's crime a secret. The less reputable sites are doing some real journalistic acrobatics trying to piece together a story. Yeah, top 11 theories on who hurt HK was a real weighty read. Not just journalists, though. All kinds have been emboldened. The freaks that HK's managed to bring out of the woodwork in just a few weeks. Can you blame them, though? I mean, he's a genuine serial killer. Repeat offenders in general are an endangered species, but he's gotten away with. We know what he's gotten away
Oh,
with.
she's snippy.
Take a look around us, Detective. National DNA registries, robust enough that cases never go cold. Cameras on every street, a phone on every citizen. Violent crime at an all-time low, and clearance rates at an all-time high. But, you're gonna spout some alt-Paul bullshit about invasion of privacy? No, I'm not. People are safer now than at any other time in history, detectives. So when someone like Heartbreak does come along... Good point. London's trying to look like he can laugh it off. The pressure from the higher-ups must be reaching its peak. They need to see someone charged. And that makes them predictable.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, even if there's nothing standard about HK, Hardy B, Department SOB still indicates that we starve the media for case details. That way, when we do feed them, they're grateful for whatever scraps they get.
You're just completely putting it out there, completely open, like, yeah, this is just how we play the media.
Well, we can't take all the credit this time around. Oh, Hardy B.
Hardy B.
Homicide's tight-knit and tight-lipped, but it's not like there's much information for us to leak in the first place.
Genuinely, can you imagine being in the position of somehow, like, your entire society, every crime gets immediately identified, and I'm sure they're not really getting into it yet, but, there's definitely an implication there. Well, I guess it was in all the promo materials of, like, if they falsely accuse you and they plant evidence, like, you're done.
Yeah.
Immediately, like, it doesn't fucking matter. Which I think is probably what's going on with the Heartbreak Killer here.
And also, like, yeah, in a situation like that, the people, like the lawyers and even the cop detectives are some of the only people with the hard skills to do anything about those kinds of setups and fakes.
So
if the state is trying to fake something, yeah, there's so few, yeah, it's internal. There's so few people. They can control and employ because it's a small amount of people, and they can keep them employed with these jobs. So the people who are doing actual high-level crime and getting away with it can control the only people with the skill set to put them in. Oh my god.
Like, the only people with the ability to do anything about the situation are all part of this system.
Yeah.
So what I think is interesting is, like, they did just kind of imply, like, the amount of pressure from higher-ups must be getting to them, because imagine, like, living in this society and having 5 serial homicides go completely unsolved. No clue, no perpetrator, and now they've just found this guy. Like, oh yeah, we caught him with the gun.
We got him. We got him. He's right here. It's the prologue.
There's a nice little bow on the package.
Yeah, and why is that? Because none of the shootings were caught on the opt-in crime surveillance system.
We just got a purple.
How is that even possible? I know that there are some rough areas in the lower wards, but Optics is watching every other street in the entire city. Oh, opt-in, what is it? Opt-in informational camera system?
Oh, yeah. Is
Optics.
there a log, actually? Backlog, hell.
Opt-in crime surveillance system. Optics.
I
guess you opt ICS.
ICS.
Opt ICS.
Yeah, opt ICS, yeah.
You're saying you haven't seen this killer on camera once? You think we'd have let him kill 6 people if we did?
So pissy.
I understand your concern, man, but Optics is only what it says in the name. Private surveillance systems, signing up to feed the state's system security network. It's not perfect. Just another one of the many public safety tools in our belt.
Gone.
It's not It's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to help us solve crimes. Or at least act as a deterrent. One would hope so. Fat chance. Deterrents are for war rooms and board meetings.
I'm obsessed with the contrast between inner and outer Morgan. It's making me so happy. Like, one would hope so. Fat fucking chance. Like, get real.
Get fucking real. Happy Telescary December. Anyone crazy or desperate enough to commit a crime in a city like this couldn't care less about anything as vague as the consequences of their actions. So Ring cameras then. Yeah, Ring cameras provided by Optics.
Yep.
It's like a safety blanket, one with very few holes left in it. But it does have holes. Patching up those remaining holes takes effort, and that usually means rebooting the system.
Oh, so then it goes dark for windows of time, presumably.
Yeah. There's all kinds of technical details and digital bureaucracy involved, which somehow Hardy B knows about to manipulate. But the end result is that there are occasional localized blackouts.
Yep.
And the math used to schedule them is not impossible to predict. The music cuts out. I see. Math. But those windows of opportunity are small and short. Taking advantage of them requires specific knowledge.
You're just telling me 16 times over that this is some kind of inside job.
Yeah, seriously.
You're just saying it's an inside job.
Yeah.
But that they're not.
You need to be involved in law enforcement, pub data, or city planning.
Meanwhile, we know nothing about this fuck-ass guy that they caught.
Yeah, I want to go see.
Probably, like... Yep.
They'd have mentioned it if McClane was a cop. And he would have needed a public defense. He wouldn't have needed a public defender
They're
either.
basically admitting to us that he's not the guy.
Yes.
Like, straight up. They're just saying, like...
His files say he's modded for heavy mass manipulation, not tech interfacing, so that just leaves city planning. Does he work for construction? HK has only ever struck a shovel down in the dirt in his own damn toilet. He's never done a day's work of construction. He's only ever been struck a time where optics would be down, even with the devil's own luck.
The devil.
It can't possibly be coincidence. Wait, so you're saying when this woman was killed? Yeah, there was a blackout from around 8 to 9.
An hour-long blackout for the surveillance system that keeps your entire city's crime in check.
Yeah.
You have an hour-long blackout at night.
Just don't notice it.
Just don't know. No.
Right on schedule, so to speak. Imagine knowing that and just kind of like getting nervous while you're doing your dishes in that neighborhood. If anybody wanted to do any crime.
It's the purge every night.
There's
oh, well,
random
anyone
scattered purges across the city.
Anyone could kill me right now, you know, the camera's off. Okay.
You better do it in one hit. You
Better make it count.
better make it count. And it included the area surrounding the victim's apartment. Well, what
Is it
about DNA?
specific locations
Yeah.
that probably the general public doesn't know what.
Yeah.
The general public doesn't know what time or what location. Oh. That's so. Imagine your fragile little life
Yeah.
with no idea that.
Well, what about DNA from the other crime scenes? Was my client a match? There's been no blood, no saliva, no suspect DNA at any of the crime scenes.
Noreen, that's so true. I guess it would take. It's just such a freaky thought to me of like, oh yeah, you know, we leave our whole system vulnerable for an hour. Oh, that's a lot of time to go and kill someone.
No footage and no forensics? Also no motives, tampering, or witnesses. It's been like hunting a damn ghost. We didn't even have a murder weapon. Until now. Finally, a lucky break for the boys in blue!
Oh, we love our boys in blue. Look at her face as she says that. Like,
That's
oh,
so
good. Finally.
Scanners, cams, drones, forensics. No matter how you dress it up with tech, all detective work relies on one basic assumption. People make mistakes.
The computers don't.
But HK is the kind of monster who doesn't make mistakes. They did have the option to say sounds robotic
Yeah.
and just skip all
Yeah.
of this. Only reason we even caught him tonight was because he finished what he had set out to do all along. So was my client on the list of suspects before tonight?
What? Wait, why did he just so confidently like throw a goal that ended? Like, did you see that? Only reason we even caught him tonight was because he finished what he had set out to do all along. Are you implying that his only goal was to use those 6 bullets to kill people and then like he was done? Because that's a wild assumption.
Yeah, that is a wild
That's
assumption
not
to
at
make.
all. Like,
Were you listening? There was no list of suspects. We questioned some X's, a few CIs, someone even spoke to 1 or 2 unlisted at some point. Nothing came out of it.
unlisted is a new word.
Yeah. It's the cyberpunk world building. That's what I'm thinking he's thinking. That's what I'm thinking he's thinking. There was talk about starting in on some kind of psych evaluation, but I never suspected so much to come of that. There's just not enough there to work with. In other words, the only thing they have, the only thing they could have, the link to my client to those killings is the murder weapon. If I can jostle that keystone, then the rest of their case should start to come loose as well.
Because I'm thinking if it was a robot who did it, then it's likely that they didn't have any fingerprints on the
Yeah.
gun.
And they might be able to get access to information networks and like have like a perfect understanding of the city or whatever. So how about the basics? What exactly has my client been charged with? Your client, Carlos Backer Flat, was arrested on the scene at 9:50. I can't remember this kind of thing I've ever
Wait.
talked about.
This doesn't really make sense either.
Camera. You can do it through a camera? So Cyberpunk has like a suicide virus that like is like plugged into people's digital brains, and you can do it through cameras or anything connected to the internet.
Whoa.
So you don't even have to be
Oh,
around.
you don't get your hands dirty at all. So he was arrested. The blackout was from 8 to 9, and he was arrested at 9:50.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, that is decently after. Using his middle name already, they really do think he's a serial killer. The charge being the first-degree murder of his girlfriend. His girlfriend, Miss Diane Dawn. Okay, why would you finish with killing your girlfriend? Like, why would you have one person who's connected to... Is there no connection between... Like, if the finale of your supposed septuplet or whatever is the girlfriend, then you must have been starting to notice a connection between the victims.
Yeah.
Unless he was like, I'm gonna kill 5 strangers and then my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Anyhow. First degree, increasingly rare, to say the least. It's rare for us to get handed anything but crimes of passion around here. City's got damn near more cameras than people. You gotta be really, really stupid to try and get away with murder. Well, Heartbreak's gotten away with it 6 times.
She looks so cute. She's like, oh, don't say that.
Don't say that, don't remind me. Damn. So what's that make him? 5 times. And that makes him insane. I was gonna go with extraordinary. Let's split the difference that he's extraordinarily insane.
He's so happy. He's extraordinarily insane.
But nutjobs like that aren't renowned for their ability to think ahead. So what makes you think it was premeditated? How about the fact that he stalked and killed 5 other women as a warm-up?
Oh, it's been 6 women. That's new information.
That is new information. A warm-up. 5 previous bullets. 5 previous victims. None of them knew each other, lived near each other, worked in the same fields. Weeks of digital autopsies crawling up and down their online profiles. Was this game made by a Sapphic? Sorry, I have ADHD. Was this made by a Sapphic? Like, who made this? Like, I don't know anything about them. Do you?
I don't either. I just have gotten the vibe from things that I've seen in terms of, like, fan art and announcements.
Yeah.
And, like, the demographic that has become such big fans of the game. I'm thinking someone Sapphic had to be involved.
I think so,
I think
yeah.
this is a Sapphic game.
Yeah, they must have. It feels like they're a Sapphic person who, like, grew up with or was, like, super impacted by, like, the DS. Or not DS necessarily, but, like, the classic, like, you know, Ace Attorney, Danganronpa.
Yeah. Robbie, was this made by a Sapphic person? Do you know?
Was this made by a quirky trans woman from Brazil?
Was this team? Yeah, I am sitting here like, is this trans lesbian made?
Yeah, seriously.
Is this? I want to know.
Nothing. So this serial killer chose his victims at random if they have nothing in common. Yeah, nothing in common at all.
What the fuck? Even their appearance? Oh.
They all look like cousins? Okay, now we're talking.
Well, and that is a total serial killer trait. Serial killer trait. They'll pick like people with similar appearance. They get the ones who like would hunt and stalk women.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, the victims look very similar to each other.
Oh.
Like very related to each other.
That's so creepy.
But they have like a quote unquote type.
Miku, look away. Miku, you don't need to know these things. Little baby Miku. She's like.
That's the shit.
With young women with brown hair and eyes, all about the same height, comparable height. Wait, brown hair and eyes? Brown hair and eyes, about the same height, comparable. She has brown hair and eyes, but she's over designed in a way that nobody else is to hide that fact.
I think the woman that we haven't met yet, you know, the glasses lady who seems to be doing some sort of song and dance with Morgan based on like fan art. And stuff. I think she has brown hair and eyes.
Does she?
I think she does. I could be wrong.
I'd have to see her again.
Guys or something.
We're gonna see like half the cast is brown hair and eyes, and they just slowly start getting killed off. It's like, I wonder who's gonna die next time. Well, those features aren't exactly uncommon. Could it be a coincidence?
Or her face changed.
If you really believe that, you should quit your job and start buying lotto tickets. HK's got himself a type.
Yep.
Anyone can see that.
Yep. Oh no.
You really gonna try and tell me you don't see the resemblance? Wait, can I scroll? Or what? A young woman, brown hair, brown eyes. Decently short brown hair as well.
Yeah.
Just like her.
Yep.
Can't tell how tall she is from a portrait, but I can take the hint. And if they showed us how tall she was, it'd be even more similar to this character. So you think what exactly? That Carlos Flat wanted to kill his girlfriend so badly he went out and shot 5 other women first?
Well, he had to practice.
Yeah. He is pretty good. Hey, if the shoe fits.
Her little smirk.
She's goofy. If the shoe fits, then you put the shoe on the...
She's cute. On the Cinderella.
What sunshine means is that it's not uncommon for killers to displace their violence from people that's close to them. Outlets with fewer consequences. Drifters, loners, strangers, workers.
Workers with a capital W.
Italicized. He was probably building up to... Oh wait, a capital W. He was probably building up the nerve for tonight by first practicing on these other similar women, and his girlfriend is just like, it's a shame about those victims in the news.
Yeah. Oh, honey, haven't you seen this heartbreak killer on the news?
They kind of look like me. Do you think I look like them? Or he's just so far gone that he can't tell the difference anymore. Goodbye, state removal. It's not the worst theory in the world.
It's a pretty bad
but
theory.
It doesn't fit. Reading an interview with the devs, they want to claim those previous victims were practice runs, dress rehearsals for tonight's main event. But if that were the case, there'd have been signs of hesitation, nerves.
No, yeah,
There'd have been mistakes. On top of which, guns are impersonal Execution shots, even more so. There's no sadism or hatred or intimacy in a single bullet to the heart. Okay, you got
That's one of my favorite sentences in the game so far. There's no sadism or hatred or intimacy in a single bullet to the heart. It's a romantic concept.
Ah, 999! Let's go! I'm sorry, I can't scream. I don't know where the mic
My
is.
favorite visual novel is
Umineko!
Shut the fuck up. Are you serious?
The main
right
writer
now?
says Apollo Justice was their first visual novel. The informative stuff for them include 999 and 2.
999, Super Danganronpa 2, and their favorite visual now is
Umineko.
Umineko.
We know where we're at.
Guess where I'm gonna be in
Yes.
like a month? I'm gonna be in Umineko
With,
land.
with your 4 DS copies of Umineko. Or what is that? Is that the
It was
Cicada one?
no, it was
Higurashi.
Higurashi,
And the PS
unfortunately.
Vita has Umineko,
The
right?
Vita and the portable both have Umineko, and the I want it so badly, but it doesn't have an English logo. There is like some super complete looking Switch copy of Umineko, and I wanted it so badly.
But there's
I
no
wasn't able
logo.
to read it.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough, bud. I'm trying to contain myself here about like how genuinely popular Seliskiri was, and the fact that they decided to make a gambling themed poker face like masking detective protagonist. Like I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure it's nothing that they themed the entire protagonist around one of the most popular Yuri ships. I'm sure it's nothing. It's whatever. Killing your girlfriend or her lookalike usually is, if nothing else, a lot less sterile.
That's if you ask me.
I thought she was going to say another thing. I thought she was going to say two things. If you ask me.
If you ask me.
Tiny.
No, she's see, but that's because obviously I don't know much about Morgan. I don't know what's going on in
Yeah.
her head or behind the scenes. I don't know what her relationship with any of this world or life is.
Mm-hmm.
However, well, I know some of the promo stuff is giving hints here and there,
Yeah.
but that is saying pretty clearly, like, in her opinion,
Mm-hmm.
shooting someone through the heart isn't intimate enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ask.
you have opinions on the intimacy of how to best kill someone in
Yeah.
a bit of passion.
And she knows how to get away with murder. Or she knows how to get away with crime.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the time of death was 9 p.m. on the autopsy. But do you have a timeline for... That's so funny. The time of death is 9. Why would they wait for the
Why would
last
he-
minute?
Yeah, why would he sit around?
That's
for
the most
50
suspicious
minutes?
shit ever.
Yeah, no.
Why? So he waited for 50 minutes and he used the last second of his free window. He was just waiting, doing nothing for the whole hour.
No, like
Can't trust much of what comes out of his mouth. But we've managed to, thanks to less biased sources. And we're pretty confident about what we've been able to piece together from those statements.
You shouldn't be confident, London. You're not right. You're not right.
So they interviewed witnesses. Sounds eerily similar to real police work.
Wow, he's actually doing stuff.
The suspect and his girlfriend were arguing loudly with one another starting around 8 p.m.
No.
Really? Neighbors were
Whoa,
very
whoa,
clear
whoa!
about that
Her
part.
eye. She took off her eye patch. When did that?
She's using her Sans Sharingan. There's a special effect on her eye.
She has. Oh, and she pulled up that screen there.
Huh.
That's a.
They
an
managed to make
implant.
eye powers.
That's-
Yeah, she
yeah.
can. Wow, so she's modded to do that.
Yeah, that's a mod.
Well, look at the little cross on her jacket. That's so nice.
She's cute.
Nice detail.
She's got a modded eye.
Yeah. Everybody has nice jackets.
Yeah, seriously.
Very fitted. Couldn't wait to tell us all about the happy couple's domestic problems. Everyone in the building knew they'd been fighting for weeks. I mean, I'm also thinking, like, you know, imitation killers, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is a suspicious thing, but shooting somebody through the heart with a bullet and everybody's talking about it, like, people get inspired.
Yeah, that's true.
As you probably gathered from what you saw in the arcs, there was a struggle. Furniture turned over, glass shattered, faces carefully put on their side.
Mm-hmm.
But things go quiet somewhere before 9 p.m. Really? And then there's a
No,
gunshot.
that's too weird.
Scrubbers are still scrubbing, looking for audio from the area to get a timestamp. But we heard from enough concerned citizens to be pretty damn sure about the time.
Oh, so they heard the gunshot at 9.
That is interesting. That's
Mhm.
now other people are involved. Right. Emergency services got a burst of calls from the block shortly after 9 p.m. No one seemed to recognize the sound for what it was, but the silence that followed was pretty universally alarming. Copycats would need to know the reboot schedule too.
Yeah.
Maybe that info is more common than they think. Officers arrive on the street at 9:08 p.m., establish a perimeter, enter the door at 9:10 p.m., then they find your client crouched over his dead girlfriend, his hand covered in blood. Why is his hand covered in blood?
He would have had to, like, go down and touch her
Yeah.
chest, like...
At which point, they move to secure the scene and the suspect.
The silence is also interesting because it implies that he. Okay, hang on. We're gonna get into that in Yep. That's what the medicine was. That was the medicine for the phantom pains.
Ah,
no,
the
like I knew it,
phantom
yeah.
pain medicine.
Yeah. So that was his medicine, possibly, and not hers.
Okay.
But she was holding the toe case.
Okay.
But that also, the silence after the gunshot implies that he didn't like scream when this happened. So I don't know.
How modded are we talking about here? Registered with HAL 85 Habilis. Industrial grade, looks like. It says he's spec'd for dexterous manipulation of up to class 4 KPA, which means a minimum grip strength of, by the way, they just said they used a date for a model, and that could be 2085.
2085.
Right. Well, basically, he could crush your neck without even gritting his teeth.
That effect on her eye is so sick.
Sorry, Naruto fan.
Megalovania.
Considering a career change? No, not that. It's just your eye must be very sensitive for you to put the patch on every single time. And here I thought you just had 14-year-old sense of fashion.
Calling her a chuuni out of nowhere. Just
That is
taking
actually-
a random ass shot at her.
Yeah, that is very specifically Chuni. You think a cop would cover up her dominant eye because it was fashionable?
Why did you replace your dominant eye?
You seriously? I actually thought the same thing the first time we met. You what? But getting back on track, that arm of his has been in the shop for some time now.
Get her ass.
You can't work without it. Money got tight. The arguing? Yeah. When did he put his arm in for repairs? 8 days before HK's first victim was killed.
No.
Well, no chance they'll be willing to chalk that up to coincidence. Your client was arrested on the scene after a preliminary scan found his fingerprints on the revolver, and no one else's. A revolver? What kind? The old kind. The real old kind. More specifically, Calver M54. 6-chambered, 10
Let me
millimeter.
look at, hang on. Hey.
Is that a real gun?
No,
Let me get water while you look up the Calver.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna look at the Calver.
See, the microphone is
Why is my phone not been charging?
Oh.
Oh, did it get unplugged? Maybe? No.
No, I'm not sure what the problem is. My phone sometimes struggles to charge.
Yeah, there was a wire in between the. There's a wire situation happening down here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what I can do. Okay. I'm looking up the Calver M54. Everything that's coming up is BMW parts. So let's see, hang on. Calver M54 gun. No, this is not a gun. Why would you make up a 6-chambered revolver? Like, how retro are we talking that this isn't a real gun that we can place in terms of dates? That implies that they were still making this, like, after our time.
Yeah, it's like distinctly not from our time. Sorry.
It's okay.
A 10 millimeter really isn't that common. Usually 357, 38 special, or 44 or so. Okay.
So we've got a weird gun.
How retro. Wait, did she say Calver? Oh, Calver.
Calver.
Calver? How retro.
M54.
You don't know the half of it. We're talking steel chamber, real gunpowder. They don't use gunpowder anymore. Mechanical firing pin. And no tags.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is all, like, shaping up to be... This is kind of where I thought this was going with the gun.
Huh. No tags? How is that? Just how old are we talking here? Yeah, 24/7 location data, timestamp trigger pulls, safety's coded to owner biometrics. For the past 3 decades, tags have made sorry, spilling out exposition a little bit.
Yeah, seriously.
For the past 3 decades, tags have made shooting crimes very unambiguous.
Okay, so past 3 decades, and if we're thinking it's at least the 2080s. I don't think they've actually said what year it is currently, but that article said like the 2080 something, and then they mentioned an 85 arm part. So I'm assuming we are in like the late 80s at this point.
Or 2090s.
Yeah, the 80s or 90s.
Evie says gun names are copyrighted.
Oh.
Gas-powered guns are a thing.
That is interesting. But so if we do that, then we're placing these tags being introduced in like probably the 2050s.
Yeah.
So this gun could have been made just before the 2050s.
Wow.
I think like.
How else do you think he'd have gotten away with this 5 other times?
Yeah, Morgan, fucking idiot.
If he tried to buy a gun legit, he'd probably fail the very first psych check.
That's so not how that works though. That's so not true.
And even jailbroken pieces are only good for so long before update withdrawal sets in.
The fuck is update withdrawal?
Update withdrawal?
Jailbroken pieces. Oh, so are they implying that like if you mod your own gun, then the gun starts to not work because it can't be updated? I
wonder if a large amount of tech in this world cannot be taken off the grid, or else it is made to start to decompose.
I would, yeah, that's...
So then, M54, that's model year 2054.
That's so fucking smart.
Wow! A 30-year-old gun.
Okay, so we're in the 80s.
Yeah, we're in the 80s.
We're in the 80s.
Well, that sure complicates things, doesn't it? In some ways, sure. But pre-tagging firearms are rare. Gotta be less than 1,000 of them left in the whole country, whatever country this is.
Yeah.
And fewer still compatible bullets. The ammunition has to be over 30 years old
because
too.
Every bullet that you fire is a bullet that can no longer exist.
Yeah.
That.
And he didn't miss.
He didn't miss?
The novelty of his weapon has kept us in the dark so far. But now that we have our hands on it, it's gonna put him away for good. That belongs in a museum!
There are a little question mark. What?
Archive department complained loud as hell about how deep they had to dig. But with the protocols they found, the techs were able to match the rifling marks on all 6 bullets to the gun your client was found with. Rifling marks? Bullets fired from guns that old are marked by the barrel's shape. So if all 6 bullets had the same rifling marks, we know that they were all fired by the same gun.
Oh, okay.
It's not as plug and play as tags are, but it's equally precise science, I assure you. And if that's not damning enough, the spent casings from the other 5 shootings were still in the chamber. So there's like a rifling mark.
So they can identify that all 6 of these killing bullets did in fact come from the same gun.
Yeah, the rifling mark.
Yeah.
Without even needing to reload.
So he's just been carrying this around for weeks though. Like the idea that...
And the bullets they found presumably in the victims. Bullets fired from that gun are old enough to be marked by the barrel's shape.
That does also imply that they've collected now all
the
6
bullets. And they match to the shells
Yep.
of the last one.
Yep.
Definitely a different take for the cyberpunk genre. Nice city.
I read that as Niigata City.
Crazy place. It's so dangerous that everybody has guns. Oh, okay, great. It's American.
Oh, Cyberpunk is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The caliber your client was found with is the gun HK used to kill 6 women. No way to lawyer around that. An untagged gun. Just being anywhere near a weapon like that could warrant your arrest. Being found by the police over a dead body with an untagged gun used at 5 other crime scenes is just... To summarize then, you believe that my client fought verbally, then physically with his girlfriend. And then he retrieved his weapon and shot her? Pretty much. How did he look when the officers found him? Guilty. How was his effect? Quiet, detached, stiff. Not exactly the picture of a grieving partner. That reaction may have lost him points with the cops, but beyond that, people react to loss in all kinds of unusual ways. And so long as the police are suspicious of you, there's no right way to grieve.
Oh.
Thanks for the chat, detectives. I think I understand the backgrounds well enough now. Candidly, I see the same strokes as you do, and the picture it paints isn't pleasant. But even so, it seems a bit unrefined to be brought before a judge, don't you think? Hey, it's only our job to catch the bastard. The DEA is the one who gets the conviction. Besides...
Attorney?
I don't know.
DNA?
We're not exactly gonna have to work hard to convince anyone of his guilt. Why is that? Because we found a handwritten confession at his
That's
desk.
forged. There's no chance.
Well, that's,
Well.
unexpected. I'm sorry. Now you're telling me that he wrote a confession?
Why did you save that for like the whole 30-minute discussion?
Not yet. We have to muscle past everyone in fraud and disinfo to get to the front line of that. Why bother? The note's covered in his fingerprints. There's a copy in the discovery data, but I should warn you, it doesn't exactly make for light reading. I'll have to manage somehow.
There's probably. Oh, okay, interesting.
Sorry for everything. Can't say it enough. Didn't mean to hurt you or do what I did. Did not want any of this to happen. Can't stay in control when I get mad. When I'm not in control, I hurt people without meaning to. Wish I hadn't broken them. Didn't mean to at first, but it was hurting. Wanted you to hurt too, but didn't want to hurt you. Words aren't enough, I know that now. I'll take responsibility and do what I've been avoiding. Please forgive me.
That fits way too closely with their whole narrative that doesn't make sense to me. This is so... Well, so, okay, I'm intrigued how the handwriting because it's in fraud and disinfo.
Yeah.
They're going to have to do... I mean, they're saying fingerprints, but they didn't say anything about handwriting. They're going to do a handwriting check. Didn't he just replace his dominant hand?
You replaced a hand. I don't know which one.
I don't know which one either.
Barely legible, in fact. Well, got a spin on that. No need. But it's a confession. Not a confession that he signed, though, is it?
Little smile.
Not yet.
He didn't sign it, did he?
And not one he intends to sign anytime soon, considering that he asked for a representation.
Why would he confess and then get a lawyer? Why would you confess and then get a lawyer?
I forgot that he had to actually ask for all of this. To come to that, which arm would he shoot with? Probably his not dominant arm is the one that was in for repairs.
Because, so we don't know if the modded arm has fingerprints or not. I don't know how comfortable he is doing things like... They only mentioned grip strength.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they even were focused on grip strength in terms of, oh, well, his grip strength would be enough to crush her neck.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. He just shot a gun and wrote a note. And I don't know if his hand was okay to do either of those things yet.
Yeah. The most wanted man in the city asked for a lawyer and got you. If he can replace his arm, couldn't someone else use his old arm to commit the crime?
I guess if they found his hand, they could be... That would be crazy internal. Someone in the medical scene, like, holds onto arms and has some sort of, like, black market for... Like, well, they didn't want the arm anymore, so you can have it to do whatever you need to do with it.
Yep. Hardly. I just happen to be awake. But I'm not so flushed with work that I can afford to turn tail now. So if you don't mind, I'd like to go speak with my client.
They must think she's so fucking funny. Like, okay, we just talked to you for 30 minutes about how this is, like, completely like, you can't defend him. And she's like, okay, like, can I go talk to him now? So, like,
It's finally time.
Let's get this show on the road.
He's not still handcuffed in there, is he? Look, counselor, with all due respect, we have strong evidence pointing to that man being responsible for 6 murders 2 hours ago. 2 hours or so in cuffs isn't cruel or unusual. And that's for your safety as well. It's kind of you to worry, but I doubt I'll be in any danger. He's killed 6 women.
Yes, and none of them are redheads. I love her.
Seriously, though, I'd like to speak with him alone now. Alright, I want to take a 5-minute break. It's like a 5-minute water break. Alright, be right back.
はナットファンタスティック大胆不敵な角からの予告状新米記者は搭乗系統盗みながら犯人探しに奔走してる
航空ジョニアが忘れ物手を引いていくと
執行ビリビリマイペースな整理しとったジェイダンドマンくらいのワンショのトラピーなんだもう逃げますやに絡まれてから
高価な客船で
秘密と
コルルを回らす
伝説のダイヤ行方の網を鮮やかにかき乱して
ファンタスティックな怪盗ショー
始めようのかあゆれ以降がフェイクに来るんだ超バルの日がす完全犯罪ね11の際は投げられた全てのカードを揃って感動が見られるファイターもしも真実を暴いてマジシャンの余興は駅を担いだパフォーマンス開始時刻がわずかに押している現実形態ビリビリしている警官は
荒くれマフィアを睨みつけている
ワインをこぼした政治家のやられぐそ首
隣の医者が薬をどうぞとトリレイドですラインにシャンパン進めるの
そんなに好き僕はながら
今宵の主役が
予約こと魅惑のガヤや君愛情がない僕休憩の網は一部が好きもない
あのままでも他の犯罪
始めようのかあゆれビビとエイトで刻んで考えのと目指す登録罪力集大事態ぶちのけた日突然ライトも切って僕らが闇の中生涯は不自由だけ
10秒ほどで停電が回復
偶然のトラブル
先生はどこから聞こえてきた
荷物検査も取れないロボガラスが壊れているみたい人が飛んでるくらい誰かが倒れてる3、2、1、無口
に染まり倒れるくらい
世界解放してるじゃない間に詰まるというために落としたグラスで片付けに弱める糸でつかんだハリでハゲだハゲだけだなのが何かしくしない形にエドに満たすマッチクシャンに味で伸ばしてこのままで味を見せる警官に触れたどう来る報告の振りかける人は急行開いたスクープのネタを探す記者の仕事こなかったいいな
誰が何のために何を言ったのかと誰かがつぶやいたその時俺に
幸福の前を切って会場は大混乱限界大前半人探し一人行方不明ライトをこうしてカルカルへ海に飛び込んだのか不気味に漂うシルクハット容疑者の前を切って真実は闇の中完全犯罪へ行きましょうこれで終わりさあもうただはそっか顔を見てられる最前列で全てを見てた君が導いてすごいような次に救済と復讐枕のような症状で帰る水がしゃべるのね本に口づけ醜くしがみつるその後にはいく
姉の眠りを守るように
母上も途中で自転車と工場今の手紙にも話してきて語り合い尽くし合うように人のままで救済されたいねが本性だね残念だねが無不幸が気持ちいっぱい誰がこんなこと全部悪魔のせいにする誰かのせいにする誰かの亀釣りの下やいこしを見たってお前が悪魔だなんて醜悪で道徳的に天のそれじゃない
僕はただの通り彼らしか愛せないだけそして僕がめでて彼らはみんな人だったさ
苦し紛れの夢に重ねるほどに苦し悪魔の正体探せには見透かしちゃっておいでついにでは一緒にの会話しながらしてよ小さす本よりそうだの僕は
Hello! That was a break of the devil, if you were wondering.
Alright, it's Morgan.
Morgan!
Morgan.
Camera's off, if you don't mind.
No surveillance. In the surveillance state, I can ask to turn off surveillance. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm just that special.
We'll hook you up with 1 hour. Mic's on or off is your call, counselor. But we'll be watching the feed from right outside in
He
case
said,
anything
yeah,
happens.
cameras necessary, but mics are...
And the cuff, that is, stays on. I have the one-handed thing. That worried about me? How chivalrous. Yeah, my armor's practically blinding. Gross.
Gross.
I'll start up the unlock cycle. His aura is bouncing. Counselor, just one last word of advice. If you have any interest in his well-being, I suggest you help him sign that confession.
Whoa.
What?
Well, if the idea is that they think that they've caught him and she still leads him into saying it wasn't him, I'm guessing that the punishment is a lot harsher if you lose rather than settle for a plea deal.
Wow.
He's telling her to get the guy a plea deal.
Oh my gosh. Not a bad idea. I do get paid either way. But the defense part of the defense attorney isn't just for show, detective. I mean it.
Well, music cuts.
6 people dead is one thing, but he's also caused 6 weeks of widespread terror and public unrest.
Not 6 weeks, but yeah.
Oh, 6 days?
No, it just ambiguous weeks.
Oh. Putting it another way, He's made the state look bad.
They're gonna execute more, like, a higher punishment on him if he, yeah.
That's a capital crime, if there ever was one. And if the death penalty's not actually on the table these days, I can guarantee he's not going to like whatever rehabilitation plan they draw up for him.
Oh, the implication of rehabilitation being, because that is realistic.
Yeah. Look, I've seen the virtual work release program in person.
Virtual work release. We just absorbed it.
Yeah,
The
seriously.
Supreme Court.
They have a Supreme Court. Rip. America doesn't. Yeah, sometime in the next decade, maybe.
Oh.
Just remember, a plea deal might feel like a loss for you, but if it keeps him from, well, that's probably a win for your client, right? Prison sentences are generally lighter for those who plead guilty, that much is true. It saves the courts a great deal of time and money, and they show their gratitude with reduced sentencing.
That's so corrupt. That's so weird.
But no one will ever be grateful towards the heartbreak killer. Anyone convicted for killing 6 people, they'll never rest their mind another day in their life.
They could probably do some fucking. Oh, we got date
86?
confirmation 2086. They can probably do fucked up mind torture with like implants and shit. I don't know. Is this our heartbreak killer?
No, but it's Carlos.
Oh, oh well, no, you know.
Right. He looks like the Total Drama Island guy in the first one. His hair was just wide enough. He looked like the Hello Campers guy. It's depressing as hell in here.
Look at this pretty pink.
Whoa.
Oh, that's good art.
They need to liven this place up. Carlos Flat, right? Hope you don't mind if I get comfortable. We've got a lot to cover. But this shouldn't take all night. What are you... Look, I already told you people I'm not a cop, Carlos. Furthest thing from it.
Aw.
I'm a lawyer. Your lawyer, in fact. I'm here to help you. That is exactly how our system works now.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
No, completely.
they
That's why I
said that
immediately.
too.
I was
All
like,
of them did. Back there, in here. Back there, in here. Keep it repeat.
They
Keep repeating it
were
the whole...
calling themselves his lawyer.
Did they?
Well,
Wait,
that's what he did.
I'm here to help you.
I'm here to help you.
Yeah.
Is what they? Okay, never mind.
They said they were going to help me, that they knew this was all a mistake. That they said that I killed, acting like they were on my side, and they thought that I could have,
Oh, he can't even say it. Yeah, he didn't do it. He didn't fucking do it.
it's not their job to help you, Carlos, but it is mine, and I'm here now. He's still in shock. I need more information, but if I approach this the wrong way, I'll just clam up even more.
Class trial.
Yay! I'm sure you're exhausted. It's probably difficult to think, let alone speak. But I'd like you to try to answer a few questions. The police already questioned you, I'm sure. But they were treating you as a suspect, not a client. Okay. So what do you want to know? About you!
Yeah.
Let's start simple. Something mundane, grounded, rote. I'd like to know a bit more about you first, Carlos. Something like, what line of work are you in? I'm with the city engineering.
Uh-oh, bad start.
Or I was, or I should be. As I thought, the police must be convinced he maps the optics blackouts using data he stole from work. My arm, I got it slotted for the job. And, Carlos, I'm gonna need more than that. So what do I know? He works in city engineering, not a desk job. Ray said he was modded for work, and that arm... He must be in custody at the moment, but based on... Must be in custody at the moment. That to be pretty... utilitarian? Or lifelike?
Ooh.
Utilitarian.
For it to go all the way like that.
Lifelike?
I don't know what the right call here is. I'm thinking utilitarian, but I don't know.
I thought so. Utilitarian. He doesn't strike me as the type who's enamored with the aesthetics of modding. The young and the restless and the rich, swapping in neon and chrome limbs because they like the way it looks. or the way it makes other people start looking at them.
Yeah, that's not this guy.
No, he's pragmatic, grounded, and very unlucky. In which case, I should be too. You know, my brother wanted to mod.
Really?
Really? I don't even have a brother. He had everything planned out. A whole career path of promotions and bonuses and the upgrades they'd afford him. Then came his 18th birthday present. Test results politely informing him that he is not a viable candidate.
Queen is just lying out her ass right now.
That sucks. I think he felt relieved, actually. Seemed like it was a weight off his chest. Like he was glad that he didn't have to choose. Does that make any sense? Yeah, I think it does.
Evie said something interesting. That sucks, Evie.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, that's... yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I always figured if I'd start at all, I'd start small. A hand or an eye. Test the water. Never thought about lobbing my whole damn arm off, but the recruiter was enthusiastic. He said, because of the NCDA, there was financial aid and resources. Of course, that got shit canned, so now me and every other modder's royally screwed. Couldn't even let me keep the tax credit. The New Citizens with Disabilities Act was amended, not repealed. That sounds... But I doubted he'd appreciate the distinction at the moment. I work the tighter spaces, the high volt environments, mostly canopy upkeep. Typical stuff for modders, you know. He's speaking freely now. Don't need to do much more than repeat his words back to him and keep him talking. But the right word choice here or there can still make a difference. You work on the canopy? You must be...
Under a lot of pressure.
You must be under a lot of pressure now that the subways are cordoned off. Damn straight! And this crap was long? Once word got out that the case against him was real, every desk job in the chain became terrified of their own shadow. All of them convinced that Eternal Affairs is going to come knocking if they misplace so much as a paperclip. Everything by the book means no room for compromise, no room for problem solving. No room for engineering? Yeah. And no patience for screw-ups. He's trying very hard not to look at his shoulder. Why aren't you wearing your prosthetic right now? Yeah, that. Rejection issues starting last month. A lot of sleepless nights. Rejection? Did the therapy not take?
Mod therapy.
It's not like that. I wasn't oozing pus out of my sockets or anything. Then, do they have anything to do with your scars? Not in the way you're thinking. I'm right-handed.
I'm on to shit. Yeah. He could not write that confession note. Well, I mean, he might have written it, but it wasn't. He's not the killer.
He didn't shoot
He's-
six
he
people
didn't shoot
point
six
blank.
people through the heart.
He
He's
doesn't.
not-
He
yeah.
doesn't seem like a gun otaku either. You wouldn't lie to get your client to open up to you. So the cuts on his face are just from shaving? Never thought this would go on so long to have to relearn how to do everything.
Yeah,
Oh.
he can't write. He can't aim a gun.
I mean, the problem started small, trembling, but then spasms. With oversensitivity, they said, an easy fix.
No, this is fucked.
But the problem got bigger. Couldn't let it get that far. You need to be able to trust your own hands when you're on the job site. Drop a cutter at the wrong moment, and people could get hurt. So I sat down, made an appointment, turned in my arm, and watched my case get placed at the back of the damn line. Where did you turn it in? Some mass turnaround shop with a waiting list like you wouldn't. Doesn't sound like you're a happy customer. Hell no! I found a dozen other clinics with shorter wait time. Clinics. Chop shop clinic. That's just so painful. But as long as I'm renting and not owning, the manufacturer decides where your arm gets maintenance. And that's why I'm sticking here with this expensive-ass stump for a shoulder. I haven't been able to work in weeks. Bosses were generous enough to say my position might still be there when I've got 2 working arms again. You couldn't buy a renter replacement yourself, just in the meantime? I serve at the pleasure of the state,
God.
and they've got exclusive contracts with the Hindi, all locked up white-knuckle tight. Hindi? How Industries? Hindi, how... Okay. As I recalled, he's registered with one of their Habilis models.
Oh, the 85. Oh, so this is only a 1-year-old model, too. For an
Oh, wow.
86. He got an 85 model.
Huh. If I took one step on site with uninsured tech, forget the fines, I'd lose the down payment and my arm. And I'd never work in the city again.
So they made him cut off his arm to get it modded for the job.
And it hasn't taken well.
You know.
If this was last quarter, maybe I could have worked something out with management, but like I said, no one's sticking their neck out for anyone now that Long's in deep hot shit. You mentioned discomfort. Are you in pain? Pain will come and go. It's the itches that'll kill ya. And the phantoms come back pretty fast when I don't have anything. Arm shaped attached to me. Didn't they give you something to wear? Something the clinics laid out for cases like this? What they gave me is dead weight, 3-jointed landfill bait piece of shit. Sorry, it's a very shitty feeling having a part of your body that you know they cut corners on. It fits. It's compatible. Technically. I can slot it in and feel on balance again. But the fingers don't even bend. And the quick twitch motors are way off.
Yeah, that's beyond the current prosthetics that we have. Like, yeah, the fingers don't even bend. Yeah, most people don't. They're like just now experimenting with bending fingers and nerve connected prosthetics.
Sounds like he's not shooting a gun that was made 30 years ago.
No.
It's like walking around with your arm asleep or dead. Asleep or dead. So you were wearing it when
You were arrested.
Were you wearing it when you were arrested? No, I wasn't. I'm pretty sure I saw the police bagging it as evidence, so can't have gotten far. So Detective Reyes is being quite literal about how he was found. He had the victim's blood on his left arm, only because at the time he didn't even have a right. No inconsistencies in the story so far, and he's opened up about as well as could be expected. But this has all just been a warm-up for the both of us. Now comes the delicate part.
Wow.
Carlos, you and the victim were romantically involved. How long did you two know each other? Right. I've known her since college. Shared a few classes, some mutual friends. Always got along. Eventually, we just got together at some point. Guess I never actually asked her out in a real formal way. Sounds pretty cowardly saying that out loud. Diane, she was in genetics.
Yeah.
Focused her on her study in agriculture. It always takes them a few
Yep.
tries to get used to using past tense. Just finished her post-grad work this year. Got hired right out of the gate. Practically headhunted. You believe that? Practically headhunted. Of course she was. Any company would be lucky to have her. Unlike... It was a real-ass job. Paid real-ass money, too.
Meanwhile, this man is hacking his own arm off to go work in manual labor.
Seriously. So her career was starting to pan out. Right as yours had fallen into the mother of all slumps. Where was she hired? Pedigree? No. Pedigree Laboratories. Perigee Laboratories. I say that like the name matters. The whole setup's under Harco's umbrella. That doesn't narrow it down. The Harvest Corporation grows a third of the soybeans and corn in the entire country.
Okay, so we're soybeans and corn-based agriculture?
Alright. One client that size, the lab wouldn't need any others. Now, no corporation earns the mega prefix without a little throat cutting, but Harco is about as tame as big businesses can get. Predictable like the seasons. No one's gonna buy that they had some lab tech murdered because of corporate greed. Had she adjusted well to her new job? Yeah, they loved having her there. She never mentioned arguments or disputes, corporate politics getting rough. I don't think so. Not like I've been a good listener lately. But I never got the impression that she... Look, no one I know could do this to her. And there's nothing she could have done that would deserve what happened to her. It was a long shot, hoping for a disgruntled character from her past to shift blame onto. But with no other suspects, I can't just reshuffle the detective's suspicions. I'll have to disprove their argument entirely.
That's a lot harder.
Thank you, Carlos. That was very helpful. It was? Now I'd like you to try and tell me whatever you can about what happened tonight. Oh. Start at the beginning and take your time. The details are important. Alright, Miss, Morgan. I'll try, Morgan. When you're ready. We were arguing. We've been arguing a lot lately. Arguing about stupid stuff. I haven't been working. Haven't been making money. Haven't been pulling my weight. I was mad at myself. But more than that, I was jealous of her. Jealous over nothing. Jealous over goddamn money. The reports say you were arguing around 8 p.m. 8? Yeah, must have been when we started. We got into it and I said a lot of things that I shouldn't have. I said one thing that I really, really shouldn't have. I crossed a line and we both knew it, so I left. You left?
He wasn't there. He came back.
Yeah, walked out the front door. Thought some fresh air might help me cool off.
Oh, he came back and found her body.
Yeah. Of course, the air wasn't fresh, just humid, thick like mud. And while I was pissing away the time, Diane was... Did you bring your phone with you? Or any other electronics? No. I sort of stormed off. Didn't even take my key fobs. Didn't even lock the door behind me. With optics down, traffic and street level cameras won't help him. That leaves. Did you go through a checkpoint or talk to anyone with modded eyes? Did you buy anything, cash or credit? No, not even a vending machine.
Oh, this poor man.
And it's funny how we just got told all those things can track you also, but
Yeah.
right now it's like positive.
Yep.
Not even a damn vending machine, huh? I may have met my match. How can anyone be this unlucky? That's quite
He
unfortunate.
just did the magical act of going off the grid for an hour.
Yeah, seriously. I just wanted quiet. I wanted to wallow in it. Sorry if I don't have all the details straight. But my exact route would help. The cams
He
probably.
didn't know the cams were down. He didn't know the cams were down. He doesn't know. Oh no.
This is so sad. This is such a good introduction.
This is really good.
What? What is it? Optics was what? Can that even happen?
Oh.
And there's no other proof that you were out at the time Diane was killed? Meaning you've got no alibi. This can't. Listen, I didn't do this. I couldn't. Carlos. I'm the one person you don't have to try to convince. After all, I'm your lawyer. So let's just get it all out there and see what we've got to work with. Right. Now you said you left to clear your head. So what made you come back? I came back because I heard a noise. A loud noise. Didn't know what it was, but it was loud. And it scared me.
These people have never heard that go off. Bless you. Bless you.
Now I have to go to hell.
Yeah, well no, the third one is go to hell.
Yeah.
These people have never heard a gunshot before.
Oh yeah,
He doesn't know
sure.
what that sound like. Their gun violence isn't common enough for them to know what that is.
Then he's not the gun otaku that would buy one.
Nope.
I was walking back at first, but at some point I must have started running because when I got back I was so out of breath. And when I saw that, as the front door was open, something dropped in my chest and my lungs wouldn't... You live on the first floor, right? Yeah, first floor apartment, street facing entrance. We were proud of that when we first moved in. Like it was some kind of big deal. From the hallway I saw her, but I didn't realize. I never thought she was... I'm starting to think the Heartbreak Killer might just have set him up, you know? Because the Heartbreak Killer could have, like, put the vase on the ground
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Leave the gun. I thought we'd been robbed, or she had fallen, or... I mean, it would be a good time to leave the gun, because if he had been, like, researching, like, planning to kill this girl, he might have known that her boyfriend was, like, liable to know about the optics going down.
Yeah.
So it would have been a pretty good person to
It
frame.
was definitely a good setup.
There was broken glass, furniture knocked over. And I called her name and she didn't move. I checked her pulse and she was still warm. Her blood was warm. And
He
I
got
saw-
it. Like he couldn't have known, but he really got in there. Like he
Yeah.
touched the body. He presumably picked up the gun.
The gun.
Oh, you shouldn't have touched that.
It looked so heavy, but I thought it had to be fake because I didn't want it to be real. Is that why you picked it up?
Carlos!
What?
Wait.
Pick it up. I didn't touch that thing.
What is happening? Okay.
I didn't shoot her, god damn it.
But he didn't even check it out.
Doing what I do, you hear a lot of lies. White lies, blatant lies, hasty lies. Bad lies, especially. For me, it's always been easy to spot a lie. but it can be hard to know what to do about it.
Oh.
I have all the proof I need in my files, but he's nervous and defensive.
So is the implication here that he's lying about not picking up the gun?
Stay up to the details of all evidence by checking your phone. If your clients notice that you don't know what you're talking about, they'll stop giving you any credit.
Interesting. I don't think we've gotten credit from any of this the whole time so far, though.
I think maybe once with him? I don't
Okay.
know. You did touch the gun, Carlos. That's just a fact, and we know because...
Of your prints, right?
Yeah. It's a fact that your fingerprints are on the gun. What? But I didn't do this. I wasn't thinking. I was just... Carlos. All I'm saying is that you picked it up. That's all. Would you believe me if I said I didn't realize it was a gun? That explains how his prints got on the gun, but not in a way that would satisfy the police. Still, if all he did was hold the gun... So stupid. I know what a gun looks like, but seeing it in my own home, right in front of... You were in shock. You still are. The police came in sometime after that. I don't remember much of what they said. Things started moving fast, it seemed like.
Yeah, he hung out for almost an hour processing, remember? Failing to process.
The rest of my night went probably the way you'd expect. Carlos, you admit to having a verbal argument with Diane, but you said you were surprised to see the room trashed. To clarify, you're saying that you two never had a physical fight? Physical? We never fought. We never fought like that. Did the police say we did? They assumed as much. Which means they also assumed the room was disheveled well before the shooting occurred. Considering what Carlos has told me, what else did they assume? What is it? I'd like you to take a look at something for me. The crime scene. Oh, it's an AR module. It's just data, Carlos. No grisly details. Okay. Let me see it. Take your time. Whoa, I love these rooms.
That's really freaking cool looking.
Alright, I think I got it. So that's how the police found things. Now close your eyes and think about back to how the room looked when you left. Try and focus on what's out of place. I'll take notes. Just say whatever comes to mind. I don't remember exactly. The mirror was upright. The clock was on the wall. The chair got knocked over, and the bed got tossed, the cushions torn, and the urn fell.
Urn.
Other than that,
Calling it an urn is very interesting. That's very specific.
very specific. If you fired it, he would have a white phosphorus on him, especially for an older gun.
Oh, yeah. Gunpowder and stuff.
No, sorry. That's all that stands out to me. Like so. What's wrong? Something out of place?
She's so cute. She's so cute. She's like, oh, you draw like shit.
Carlos, you need to trust your instinct. If anything seems off, don't be afraid to speak up. It's just, I guess I assumed your notes would be making edits to the AR.
Oh my god.
Well,
Wow.
I suppose that works too.
She's like, oh, you didn't like my little sketch. Sorry, I didn't mean.
I'd like to change the subject now, Carlos.
She's so. Okay. All
Let's
right,
talk
Morgan
about-
of the Devil. Let's talk about 2026. Let's talk about life and
Let's talk about
identity.
Let's talk about the letter that was found on your desk. Letter? What do you mean?
Confession that he didn't write.
I mean this letter here. Do you recognize it? Because the police are calling it a confession. A confession? This is just a note to self. Pardon. Look, when we fight, I lose my temper. I say things I don't mean to. So this morning, I tried writing things down so I'd have a script to stick to. So I could apologize to her instead of just fighting with her. Carlos, you say no, you hurt them. That's... I broke her fidget tubbies.
Hi, Carlos.
Her what?
Her
Her what?
laboos.
Her laboobos. Her fidget tubbies. There are these collectible ceramic character things.
Yeah, you know, her Sunny Angels. Her Smiskies.
They're supposed to be like tactile. They use them as paperweights or conversation starters. Conversation started.
Well, he's starting a conversation.
She loved those little things. They're not worth a damn. You can buy them at any flea market or garage sale, but they meant a lot to her. And I broke them.
You have learned fidget
Look,
tubbies.
I mean, I was pissy at the time, but that goddamn piece of shit rental arm. I hardly know where I'm swinging it half the time.
Oh.
I got so angry, I ripped it off and tossed it in my room. That cheap, dusty, worthless. Okay, so let's say he did break her fridge a
Frigiduckies.
duckies with her replacement arm.
Why do I feel like I've seen that? You know that, like, I've heard of these Lafufus. You mean Labu? I feel like I've seen that edit with the other Devil characters. Why do I feel like I've seen that?
Because it's fair.
Do you mean Labubus?
Do you mean Labubus? There's not enough detail in the note for me to prove what his intent was when he sat down to write it.
Oh.
Her Labubus.
Yeah, Labubu.
But if the
Her
police
Labubus.
insist on claiming it's a confession for the heartbreak killings anyway, couldn't even bother to sweep them up. I felt so...
That's evidence. No.
Alright, Carlos. Thanks for answering my questions. Now I'm gonna call the police back in here and I'm gonna get this cleared up for you.
What, right away? Just like that?
Better be.
That's
That's
it?
it? That's it? Oh, okay. Although, before I do that, I do have to ask, what do you know about the Heartbreak Killer? Heartbreak? You mean that psycho that was trending all month? I mean, as much as anyone, I guess. I haven't been getting out much, but I'm sure everybody's on edge, a guy like that out there. He shoots people. Through the heart, right? The police have kept victims' appearances far away from any upstanding news sources. So unless he was already following the murders, Carlos wouldn't notice any resemblance to his girlfriend. I mean, she was shot in the chest, but that's just... doesn't mean anything, does it? If he's this slow on the uptake, it's gonna be a real shock when those officers walk in here and accuse him of being a serial killer. I'll just have to squash that theory as quickly and definitively as possible. Please have a class trial.
4:04 a.m.
Not found. I didn't realize you could smoke in here. Technically, I can smoke wherever I want. For a fee.
Oh, whoa! 2009. So what? 3K credits for smoking. They charge for. That's interesting.
Breaking that rule.
Yeah, for breaking the rules.
Nervous? Don't be. I'm the one who's on the clock. Right. Sure, this isn't your first time doing this. Of course not. It'll be my first homicide defense, though. Really?
Why are you admitting that to him?
I know.
Oh,
Oh. Why does everyone always think the first time's so goddamn important?
she's so chill.
Hey, cheer up. I've got the relevant experience in other areas. Oh. And what areas are those? You ever gamble, Carlos?
Okay.
No, ma'am. I never go anywhere near a loot box. Won't touch the stuff. I meant more like playing cards. Oh. Well, no. I've actually got pretty terrible luck.
You could have fooled me.
Well, what I do is a lot like poker, Carlos.
Oh,
Poker's
God.
nice because even if you're dealt nothing but crap all night long, you can still win. Which makes things pretty fun. Okay, so, do you have a good poker face? I like to think so. And are you lucky? Only when the stakes are high. And, in this metaphor, we're playing poker, and the state's the dealer? If only! The state's more like the house.
House. Oh.
You mean like the house always wins?
Yes.
They're very good at it. Winning, I mean. That's why they're up there and we're down here. That's why they're the house. So what do? We play the cards we're dealt as best we can. Win more hands than we lose. Keep it up and eventually, someone will come over and tap the dealer on the shoulder and whisper something in their ear. The Devil is a great chef. This is Of the Devil, famous visual novel about crime. And then we'll be politely asked to leave. That doesn't sound very triumphant. The house always wins. So our definition of victory is more like, don't lose.
You don't have to win. You just have to not. Well, no, like
That's
she's right
nothing.
though.
But I guess I was more asking, what should I say? Just leave all the talking to me.
Don't say a fucking thing.
So that's the strategy.
Oh, she's so cute.
What's up? You know, there's a saying about gamblers with strategies. Yo, Ready to confess yet? Because I already woke up the DA. Already? She must be new. The district attorneys have final say on whether or not the case is brought to trial. Only fair since they're the ones who end up having to actually prove the damn thing. Most of them prefer simple guilty pleas over long protracted trials, and they all just like having their time wasted. Unfortunately then, you have to call them back, because my client's not guilty, and frankly I'm not even sure you have enough to hold him here. It's shut the fuck up Friday every day. Noreen, that's so true.
I love Shut the Fuck Up Friday.
You've got a weird sense of humor, counselor. Different generations, I guess.
Oh my god, she's so annoying.
Give before my time kind of thing. I'm very serious when it comes to defending a man's innocence, detective. Counselor, we have your client's written confession. Those are about Labubu's, officer. Okay, well, we'll be happy to.
She's so tense and new to all of this. It's so cute.
The thrust of every argument starts with the facts, what's already known and agreed upon. Public knowledge for every player at the table. It's pretty simple, counselor. Real paint by numbers
The
stuff.
animosity here.
See, we found a note in his apartment with his fingerprints on it, apologizing for how we hurt them all so bad. Now how are you planning on spinning that?
Labubu's!
Those are the facts. But I've been building up my hand all night, and now I've got the weapons to answer anything they try to show at me. Well, my client did not write that note.
I did write that note.
My client did write that note, and it was an apology, but not for murder. He was apologizing.
Labubu's card is the first card we get to play.
I'm a Fubu card.
Oh, it is the... Yeah, it's the debris.
Ceramic
the-
crap.
Yeah.
He was simply apologizing for this. Labubu gore.
What the hell is that?
I found myself asking the exact same question. What are we looking at here?
Labubu's.
Something from the crime scene? This diagram of the room. It's created from data you captured, right? Pure, non-GMO, augmented reality crime scene data. What's non-GMO?
Non-genetically modified.
Not much these days. Notice anything out of place? Yeah, the whole room's full of busted shit. It's the scene of a murder. Full of busted shit, for sure. But I was more referring to the unidentified ceramic debris found by the western side of the room. The hell is that? Ceramic debris, huh? Must be from the vase that got tossed.
Idiot.
Actually, that's not possible. Oh. Because that vase,
Wasn't damaged.
it's not possible for that debris to have come from the vase, because that vase is still pristine. How is that? How is that possible?
Hello? Oh, okay.
The lady at the garage sale told me it was so old and delicate. Damn it! The one time I tried to shift the thrift shop on my own. Well, so what? What does it even matter? If the vase doesn't have a scratch on it, then the debris must have come from somewhere else. That debris is what my client wrote that apology over. You're saying that confession is an apology for not vacuuming? I am, because that pile of rubbish is all that remains of the victim's collection of Fidget Bob.
Fidget Bob.
Fidget
Fidget
tab-
tab.
Fidget tubbies.
What he said.
Mr. Flat broke the victim's ceramic figures by accident, and this impassioned note to self was just his attempt at scripting out an apology. Can you prove that? We're taking this seriously? As much as I wish we weren't. We're all in agreement that my client wrote that note, and we can plainly see that there's ceramic debris at the crime scene. Now, since it couldn't have come from the vase, it must have come from the collectibles.
Those things.
Those things. What the hell are you on about? The entire room is trashed, as the arcs clearly shows. Those fidget tubbies must have gotten pulverized during the struggle too. She knows what fidget tubbies are.
Oh.
You really are going to claim that she sat down for an apology for breaking her toys after gunning her down? Not a bad train of thought, but I can do better. No, those collectibles were destroyed much earlier than that, and there's proof.
What are our options?
No. Oh, the rental being thrown? Not the gun.
What are the details on the note again? I'm
Found
sorry.
in Flat's room, shaky handwriting expresses a lot of guilt.
I think it's the arm because he threw the arm, so it's possible that there's debris on the arm,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Wait, where do I place this?
Does it go over the arcs, maybe?
Okay. Let's take a look at the rental. Ha! One slip of the finger to show you exactly how devastating it was to the Fickle Buddy
Fickle buddy.
the Fickle Buddy ecosystem.
It's Fidget Tubbies.
It's fidget toys.
Whatever.
You did take into custody. I'm sure your text found ceramic debris on it, yes? Now that you mention it. Fine, whatever. He broke them with his arm. While he was killing her. Happy?
Overjoyed.
Because even a cheap arm's got an operating system that logged the last time it was worn, right? Right. See, I happened to spot a footnote in the lab report. It said the rental hadn't been used since the morning. Whose side are you on, old man? It's gotten pretty late, sunshine. Just trying to save us all some time where I can. Well, thank you for your service. Well, thank you for your service.
That's like the second or third time that's happened.
Yeah.
Like, she's thought something so nasty in her head or whatever. And then this young cop is just like, fuck you.
Just look at how scrawled, how panicked that note is. You expect me to believe that I was upset over a fidget tubby collection? One that hasn't even been graded.
Oh my god.
Setting aside Detective Ray's surprising depth of knowledge when it comes to collectibles, you're correct. They held no real monetary value. It would be odd for Carlos to be so shaken over their loss. But so what? So what? After all, it's not panic you're seeing on that page. No, the only reason the note looks that way is because Carlos is right-handed.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Did
they not know that? It's such a big problem in their case. Shouldn't that be on my permanent record or something?
Well, he did just explain that the record isn't real. That's what we walked in on them talking about. They have, like, no files on him.
Oh, God.
They just brought out papers to make it look like they knew what was going on.
So the reason why the note looks like asylum wall scribbles is just because he had to use his left hand to write it. I tend to think better writing than typing, and I needed to get used to using my left. I just thought it could be good practice. Cops, am I right? Taking into account, alongside the ceramics, your slam dunk confession is looking about as watertight as a fishnet. Okay, fine. Forget about the confession. Congratulations, counselor. You've established that your client's remorseless. This is what I need. This is a good element. Now let's get back to the reality of the situation. Here are the facts. We have found your client at the scene of the crime, wearing a coat covered in the victim's blood, right next to a big old goddamn gun. That just so happened to have his fingerprints on it. That's right, that coat is... What, you're gonna claim it's not his? That he actually wears an extra small? She's trying to bait me, in her typical low-key fashion.
Oh.
Sometimes the best you can do is hold your tongue and avoid overcommitting. Try to lose as little credit as possible while you wait for a more favorable chance. She must have something. No sense playing into it. Something you'd like to ask me, detective?
The background is sick.
We're heating up. Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious, what'll be next? You're gonna tell me he actually wears an extra small? That's so cool!
Justice blind.
Whoa.
Stay or raise. Yeah, don't raise.
Your raise would be like,
Oh, stay is the only...
he doesn't wear an extra small. Wait, I
Stay
have
is the
to.
only option right now, I think.
Gee, Carlos, do you? No. Yeah, sure, there's no evil twin you forgot to mention? There's no evil
Oh my
twin!
god.
Stay or raise? No, I'm afraid not. Not even gonna go for a
No, I'm
mysterious
afraid
third
not.
party at the scene of the crime? To prove his innocence, I'll need to get there eventually. But going there now without hard evidence...
Oh, this is our first time with the option of raise.
Oh, was there really?
Yeah,
I
there's
didn't
an
notice
option
that.
raise.
But she did tell us not to.
Yeah. No, we're losing it a little as we can.
It's clear as day in the ARCs. No evidence of anybody but Carlos being in there that night. So keep dreaming. That's not quite true. It was obvious she had something in her. I wasn't going to win that hand. But at least I didn't overstep and take any more damage than I had to. We're not contesting any of that, detective. My client freely admits to holding that gun. He picked it up in confusion after coming home to find a brutal crime scene. which was not smart. Hey, but not illegal either. And that's all? He had her blood all over his clothes. Yes, he did. Right. Do you have those clothes on hand, by the way? The lab finished with them a while ago. It'll be easier just to show you. Would you mind getting them for me? You know what? Sure. I could use the fresh air.
She's so annoying.
She stinks of bullshit in here anyway. And here I thought the room smelled like... Morgan, what are you doing? My coat's covered in her blood. She doesn't that make me look really bad? Just relax, Carlos. I'm pretty sure that's impossible. You're innocent. And that means that having more evidence will always help you, not hurt you. Really? Really? Not really! The green. What is the green? Plenty of innocent people in prison. People with bad luck. Or bad lawyers. People shouldn't count on the truth to come out easy. More often than not, it takes coasting. What was that it reminded me of? Alright, here it is. One bloodstained jacket fresh from the lab. So what's your angle?
Not really. Not really.
Oh, she wants an emote.
Yeah.
Not really
Not
emote.
really.
You gonna tell us this is just hot sauce?
No.
That would be silly. She actually thought it over. So what the hell's your point? Hey. Sorry, I just got thrown off by the turn of good fortune. What good fortune? You should thank the detective for bringing your jacket, Carlos. She's just proven your innocence. My client was arrested wearing this coat. He would have been wearing it at the time of the murder. It has the victim's blood on it, who we know died when she was shot in the heart by a gun that happens to be an old-world free-tagging firearm. And so this coat proves he couldn't have been the shooter. Is there a gas leak in here? In what world does that make any sense? Sense happens to be key here. I just need to draw their attention to what they can. Smell, feel, see. So we mentioned, Evie mentioned.
Yeah.
Evie mentioned the lack of gunpowder.
Yeah, the phosphorus and stuff.
Feel. I said Evie might be right.
What's the log?
Oh, the log.
Yeah. I think you might be right.
I think Evie's right. I think we have to... It's a bit of a jump for the player, but it's true.
I think it could be... Oh, it could be any of these three senses to me. I think it would probably be either see or... I mean, smell is my gut.
Oh yeah, they did mention gunpowder explicitly.
Yeah. But I don't know, is it see or smell?
What would we be seeing?
If there was... Yeah, that's the thing. I guess you're seeing nothing on it.
I'm
right?
pretty committed to smell.
I am too. We could be wrong.
Just do me one favor, detective. Tell me what you smell. I don't smell anything except red blood. Yes!
Yeah, it doesn't smell of gunpowder. Oh, what?
Cigarette! That's what I've been smelling.
It's because Morgan was smoking in here.
Yes, I was smoking. Could you rejoin the conversation? I've been listening. You wanted me to smell the jacket?
He was all hung up.
Huh. No gunpowder.
Mm-hmm.
What? What about gunpowder? Oh, don't blame yourself for not noticing. This was before your time. You can't be more than a few years older than me, but you keep saying this shit. Evie, way to go. But not before your partners, it seems. See, gunpowder is weak by today's standards, but it's still volatile stuff. Hard to store, prone to misfiring. And when it goes bang, it leaves behind an awful lot of evidence. Way to go, Evie.
Way
How
to
is she
go,
talking about
Evie.
London? Modern firearms like the ones we carry use electricity, magnetism, even air pressure, or sound waves.
Oh, there's your sound wave powers.
Yeah. They've got more accuracy, more firepower, less recoil, less noise. And they don't leave behind any residue. Gunpowder residue. You talked my ear off about how difficult it is tracking down a gun that doesn't have digital traces. But a revolver like this one, it leaves gunpowder on the skin of whoever fired it for days. So then his coat. If you don't trust your noses, you can check the lab reports. I think if they had found any gunpowder on my client or his clothes, they'd have taken the time to highlight that. Whatever. That just means he washed off after shooting her or changed her clothes. It's not impossible, but it would be pretty pointless. His jacket and left hand were blood-soaked when your officers found him. Would he really go through all the effort to get rid of something as subtle as gunpowder residue? Just to get the victim's blood all over himself afterwards?
Clunk.
In light of these details, I'd like to formally request that you reconsider the charges Mr. Flat is facing, as soon as possible. Whoa. They're faltering. Should topple over at any minute. The letter was mostly icing on the cake for them, but that gun is all they had to link Carlos to any of the shootings. So if it looks like he never fired it, I'll admit things were a little dicey at times, but once I was able to grasp the situation, the smaller pieces fell into place easily enough.
This was so tutorial.
Yeah, not my cleanest work by far, but overall I'd say... Did she get a message? What?
Okay, Sans.
Wait, did they actually manage to find it? Something you'd like to share, Detective Reyes? You're good. Twisting the truth into knots, making facts work for you. Thanks. But your luck just ran out. Because the net scrubbers found Cam active at the exact moment of the shooting. And right now, I'm staring at a photo of the killer. Wanna bet?
Oh.
A photo of the shooter. If she had that, we wouldn't still be talking. But I doubt she's just pulling this out of her ass. She's got something from the scrubbers.
They might have caught him, like, running back to
Yeah,
Razor Stay.
she must be bluffing.
No.
She must
Yeah, she must have something.
You think?
I think if she didn't have something...
She is bluffing something, but she does have something.
What's the log again? No, she's got something. I feel like it's safe to stay at first and not immediately.
Okay,
But I don't know. Could be wrong.
we'll see. Not sure I follow, Detective. Didn't we establish there was an optics blackout? But this isn't from optics. We didn't lose much. Good thing I held my tongue.
Yeah.
Oh! As I thought. The scrubbers must have managed to dig up something from outside the network. Which means... Party's over, Counselor. Feast your eyes on this. Well. Okay, the quality is lacking. And yet there it is. They've managed to find a quarter needle of evidence in a whole city block of haystacks. What are the goddamn chances? No, with the scale their tools operate on, it's always in their favor. You can even say I got lucky, which means the stakes are... Well, it's a little bit blurry. Don't look at me, I didn't take the damn thing. Technically, no one took it. But at the time of the shooting, the neighbor was on their phone. Probably venting about how crazy the couple across the way was acting. But if their phone is on, its camera would be on. And so we managed to get the shot through the window. Through the window? Where to begin? Far away, unfocused, ultra-low resolution, zoomed in, blurred, color shifted, and so compressed it looks like it's from another century. There are tools that could enhance this image any further, and I could count the pixels on one hand. And you could kiss its admissibility in court goodbye. You can't honestly claim that you can identify my client from this image. And there's no way in hell you can get this past a judge. Yeah, you're probably right. We couldn't. But I think I know a DA that could. Either way, doesn't seem like your client's leaving this police station anytime soon. That photo. What the hell is happening to me? Think I know a DA that could? Don't be so modest, old man. We have photo evidence of a left-handed shooter standing in the hallway at the same time the whole neighborhood heard a gunshot. And who do we know that had their left-hand fingerprints all over that gun? You're referring to my client. You think? I've established he wasn't wearing his modded arm at all tonight. So we must have shot with his left. Yes, we've also established that he's weak on his left side. A left side that had no gunpowder whatsoever. Forensics will never be perfect, Counselor. Sometimes we miss things. Sometimes you take a walk through the rain, and when you finally get where you're going, you somehow end up dry. But that doesn't mean it didn't rain. All of which is to say, before judges or jury, photographic evidence outweighs a failed sniff test. Railguns are pretty scary. I used to watch a lot of true crime. Carlos is innocent. I know he is. But that photo shows a left-handed shooter. Carlos is innocent. The photo is real. If both are true, that means the photo doesn't show what it appears to show. Never. I'm just confused about one thing. Where is this photo taken from? Exactly? Positional data is usually only accurate to the nearest public router. If we de-anon the phone's owner and ask them where, why bother with any of that? Ballistics and common sense tells us that the perp shot from the room's doorway. The front entrance of the apartment faces to the cell, so there's an entrance that runs back to the bedroom. We're looking straight at the shooter, so it's pretty obvious that this was taken from across the north window. From the north? If this is from the north, then why can we clearly see the sun? It's not that complicated. The neighbor who got the shot must live on the other side of the street. So if we're looking into the bedroom from the north window, she's wrong. Should seize the opportunity to start turning the tide.
What can we look at right now?
Stay. She's right. The photo was taken from the north. She's wrong. The photo was taken from the west.
We need to look at something to figure out what direction, I think. Unless you already know which direction.
I mean, it was just kind of like bright light behind the shooter.
It couldn't have been the sun, though, because this was at 8 or 9 p.m.
But then what is she talking about the west from?
Check the, No, I think that's too far back, right?
Not quite. Right there. Yeah, we can't see the picture right now.
No, but it's not in the backlog, but it might be in the phone.
Evidence. Ah. Fidget Tubbies. Photograph. It's a lot of light.
So, is there a way for us to... I might be, like, overthinking this. Maybe it's not even that serious. Maybe you just pick one. But, can we look at the map, the AR map to see... Because that's the wall with the clock on it.
Yeah.
Pharmacy map.
Oy, oy, oy. Ah! Look at that. That gives us a compass. The wall with the clock on it. But there's a door too. Is the clock right here?
Shows the northern window facing the southern hallway where the shooter stood. Shows the western window facing the eastern wall. So, that's saying the northern window was facing the shooter.
Yeah, it was.
The western window was facing
The victim.
the victim, I think. And so I think I could, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm misreading this information. I think we do say that it was from the north. Yeah. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, because there's no door coming from that side.
Was it from the west?
Huh.
Oh, what a threat.
That's still weird to me.
Wait, so how could it not have been taken from the... I think it has to do with the clock on the wall.
The good detectives are misinformed here. I need to take advantage of it. Time to press the initiative. The autopsy tells us the victim was shot from the doorway.
The right option was from the west.
Your officers are here to tell us the precise location of everything in the room. Now your photo shows us the exact moment of the shooting. And?
Okay.
And altogether, this tells us the photo must have been taken from the west window. As long as you consider. Clock was on the wall. Bed cushions were neat. Face. Revolver.
It's totally the map with the wall. Oh, with the clock on the
Yeah,
wall.
it's gotta be right. Take one look at the clock in the front.
I was fucking right. I should have gone with my gut. It was taken from the west.
The clock, huh? Seems like London's got an idea. If he's mistaken, I could pounce on it to keep my tempo high. Right before the shooting. The time of death! But that's totally like 9, right?
That's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
But it sounds like we're supposed to raise. So what is the option?
Yeah, he's wrong. Time of death is correct.
I think we're raising. Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, that's a good animation.
That's a good question, Detective London. But the answer is no. The autopsy, the clock, the neighbors all agree. The time of death was 9 p.m. Right, no mistake with that. So then what the hell were you on about? There's a clock on the wall in this photo, analog style, and it reads 9 o'clock. The hell's so special about that? There's nothing odd about the time the clock reads. But do you remember there being a clock in the room? What? Actually, I don't recall there being a clock. That makes sense. You wouldn't recall seeing a clock, because when the police returned to the scene, the clock had already been knocked onto the floor. And the only clock in that room is in the northeastern corner. And my client has informed me before the crime it was hung up on the eastern wall. They put the clock back on the wall. Somebody knocked it down. What the hell is that supposed
They
to be?
left it on the floor.
An artistic rendition. It's very distinct.
Leave her alone.
If you had information on how the crime scene was before the shooting, why didn't you just add that to the arcs? And show you my hand. Just because discovery law compels us to share info, doesn't mean we have to play fair, detective. Slips my mind.
What's my mind?
I'll do that now.
Oh.
The important thing is, if the clock was on the eastern wall, objection, the picture is a mirror image, meaning the shooter was right-handed. Then this photo must be looking through the western window to see it.
I do love. This has been very good at making me feel smart because I am like I was totally onto the Western perspective clock on the wall thing.
I couldn't lock in for the clock room. I'm still like, west side. I can only picture it. Don't start getting ahead of yourself. The victim was shot at 9 p.m., the same time the photo was taken. You want to claim that clock on the eastern wall would have been knocked down during the fighting. You've got your logic backwards, detective. Your precious photo shows the room was pristine at the time of the shooting. And there's one piece of evidence that proves exactly how the cards fell.
So what are our options here?
Vase,
Yep, that's good.
revolver,
Gun.
glass. Oh yeah, the mirror is pretty
Yeah.
weird. Debris, nah, it's gotta be the mirror, right? Because we haven't
I think
used
it's the mirror
yeah.
glass. Yeah, that's my guess too.
Glass shards? What about them? Nothing much. Only that they're on top of the victim's
Yeah.
body
Yeah.
and not under it. If the glass fell on top of the victim's body, that would mean.
It was broken. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
The mirror broke after she got killed.
But that doesn't make any sense. Why would anyone trash the room afterwards? That's a good question, Carlos. Luckily, it's the detectives who have to delve into the minds of the criminally insane, not us. Tell me, detectives, were there any signs of a struggle at the other crime scene? Other crime scenes?
He doesn't know yet. Does he not know that
I
there's...
don't think he does. The attacks would have been over in a matter of seconds. So what did you think when you saw the mess in the bedroom? That this was personal, things had gotten complicated. Shit happens. Shit does happen, detective. But in this case, it seems there's been a general misconception about the order in which shit happened. So what if the room didn't get tossed till afterwards? He still shot her. And we have a photo right here. I'm glad you do, detective, because that photo proves my client's innocence. Proving that it wasn't my client who pulled the trigger is difficult, and maybe more importantly for all of us, time-consuming. Thanks to your photo, I can instead prove that it couldn't have been my client who pulled the trigger. Because the man in the photo can't possibly be Carlos. Like hell it can't be. The glass shards prove the room was pristine at the time of shooting. And we know it wasn't until the room was tossed, the clock was on the eastern wall. Which means the photo of the shooter was taken from the west. Back to this shit! That's impossible! The only hallway in the apartment runs from north to south. The only person with prints on that gun is your client. The only fact of the matter is that he used it to murder 6 innocent people. You're a very honest person, detective. Excuse me? That's why you're such a shitty gambler. You played your cards too early, and now I can steal the pot right out from under you. You're right about the hallway's orientation. You're right about the prints. And this HK figure has claimed 6 lives. But we aren't looking at the hallway in that photo. What we're seeing is... Mirror! There's a mirror! Wait. Those things! Optics. No. Let's go. Mirror image!
That's like... That's the only thing I can think of that also explains that the perp was right-handed with shooting. But the...
How would they get a
The
picture of
clock definitely looks like... I don't think it could have been the mirror because the clock was reading 9 o'clock.
it? Yeah.
It wasn't backwards. What's our log again?
What we're seeing is...
She's saying we aren't looking at the hallway. Because of what? Wait, Evie says wait. What's up, Evie? Evie's thinking.
Okay. Yeah, so look in the picture. It's a very limp arm, actually.
It is.
The other arm.
Were you right about what? I don't know, Evie. You have to tell me. I need advice. What are you thinking?
I mean, the mirror is like none of these really seem related enough.
No. Like, the mirror is the most compelling one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Well, so I'm guessing Evie is talking about... Someone mentioned mirrored image.
Did she? Oop, did she
Whoa.
check the logs?
Yeah.
Oh, she said it. She
It's a
said
mirror
it
image.
for Evie's
I
sake.
think it's the mirror.
For Evie's sake. Sort of. By the way, do you recall where those glass shards came from? From a standing mirror.
So smart.
Wow. A mirror that, at the time of the shooting, stood across the room from the western window. But then that would mean, at that angle from that viewpoint, it would reflect the
But
hallway.
that still doesn't make sense for the clock.
I don't know. So we're not seeing a shooter with the gun as their left hand. That says
That's
3
3.
p.m. That's concerning. We're seeing a killer take aim with their right arm. As we all know, my client hasn't had a working right arm in a number of weeks. And he hasn't worn his rental since this morning. So what I said about that photo, I'm glad that it was recovered. Because it just proved my client couldn't possibly have committed this crime. That should be the end of it. Except it looks like she really is a novice gambler. Sunk cost has got his teeth into her, clawing up her spine, whispering wounded pride in her ear. It's a cold sweat, hot palms kind of fever. The impotent, irrational fury of losing something you thought was guaranteed yours. But lucky for you, Detective, I'm well versed in shock therapy.
Whoa.
You look dissatisfied, Detective Reyes. That's one word for it. Then allow me to put a nice bow on everything for you. In summary, can we make a comment? My client's so-called confession was just a note to self. The police found him in shock, reeling at the death of his girlfriend, and arrested him for being next to a gun he forensically couldn't have fired. After being confronted with these facts, you received photographic evidence of the exact moment of the shooting. And instead of utilizing said photo to track down the real killer, you tried to claim it depicted my client, a man without the requisite limb, standing in an architecturally impossible hallway.
Wait, she's like, yeah, closing in on her with all of these different fragments.
He could have had a backup arm. He could have stolen one. A little stubbornness can be charming, but this kind of desperation is ugly. It's getting late. Time to bare my fangs. A bit. That's the best you got? Even a bare bones prosthetic off the black market needs to be attuned to an individual's nervous system. He'd have to bring him to a clinic, which would have left a record on his shoulder OS, a record you won't find. And he'd still have to somehow have gotten rid of it before the police arrived. SOP at the scene of a violent crime calls for full spectrum scanning of the entire building and 100 meters around it minimum. So where, Detective Reyes, did he manage to hide a cybernetic arm from your drones in the time between the shooting and his arrest? So Kanade's birthday event is like 4 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
We could do 2? I'm gonna shower and leaving after 2 isn't a terrible
Yeah,
idea.
no, I don't
We'll do
have
2.
a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Wow.
kind of had a feeling. I was like, we're not wrapping up before.
I have not been able to tell how this is paced. I thought it would be so much shorter.
No.
Any objections? Detective. God. Damn it.
Bold. She folded.
Wow.
But okay, we're not acknowledging that the clock didn't say 9.
Yeah,
We're not gonna talk
seriously.
about that, like,
What is that?
That's a huge detail. They just drew so much attention to it.
Yeah. Show me your hand, Flat. You're uncuffing me? In light of the evidence, we have no reason to hold you. Now I gotta go call the DA and tell her I made a mistake.
Her.
Not we made a mistake, huh? Listen, kid, you should know. Detective? Lost my train of thought. But hey, your attorney's a real tiger, and she just fought like hell for you. Make sure you thank her properly. Public defense doesn't pay that well. Yeah, that's kind of you to say, Detective. But my work is its own reward. Sure. I feel exactly the same, Counselor. What? What happens now?
Now you go home and deal
Cry.
with your life being irrevocably changed.
Yeah. I'll have to speak with the DA about the dismissal. And there's still some paperwork we'll need to go through. But basically, you're free to go. Congrats! You get to leave the casino with your kneecaps intact. Yay.
Yay?
But what do I...
Yeah, what do you do with your
What am I
life
supposed
now?
to do? The detectives will continue their investigation. Their investigation into Heartbreak, huh? Yeah. When the authorities are satisfied with their examination of the body, she'll be handed over to the next of kin. And then you can make funeral arrangements.
Shit.
No, that's not what I... Diane being gone is bad enough. But a serial killer? It's like she died of the flu. It doesn't happen anymore.
They've gotten rid of the flu in 2086. Oh, people die of the flu all the time.
Oh,
Never
shit.
mind. Okay, they have not gotten rid of the flu.
I know what you mean. I can't make sense of it. What am I supposed to
Is
do?
he gonna like join up with our cause or something?
don't
Is he
know.
like a buddy?
I don't know, he's cool. There are some contacts I could give you. Services, professionals, doctors. No, you've done more than enough for me. When you got here, I was too tired to even defend myself. To try and convince them that I didn't. You saved me. Thank you. You're welcome,
You're
Carla.
welcome.
But it's my job to... No, I mean, thank you for not asking. For not asking if I killed her.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Carla.
because she just came in like, no, you didn't kill her.
Yeah. I didn't need to ask. I knew you were innocent from the start. Of course he was. After all.
She's about to... Yep, I knew it. Yep. Did you know this?
Oh,
You didn't know this?
I did not know this. The blood's always different. Heart's always in the same place. Easy to find, hard to miss. But the blood's always different.
So I didn't have this spoiled for me,
A flowering stain unfurling towards an invisible sun.
but I did see enough to imply... I put some pieces together months ago.
You did a good job, Dan. Like, oh, there's something dark. But I didn't know that. A perfectly unique bloom. Only one for each of us. A Rorschach test with a singular universal meaning. Vitality at its climax. Bursting forth into a red fractal consisting solely of an infinite the end.
Literally didn't know. Yay!
I honestly didn't know. But the comical thud of a body hitting the floor has its own kind of lowbrow appeal. June 4th, 2086.
This is the moment.
Bullet number 6 is 6. Gun's empty. It's useless to me now. May as well leave. This is crazy! Feels like a waste, but whatever. Finding the ammo is almost enough of a hassle to outweigh the advantage. That means that she's liable to kill
Yeah.
fucking Reyes!
Yeah.
Is she about to kill her? I could sell an untagged gun for a fair bit of cash, but cash can't buy you peace of mind. Oh, don't look so surprised, lady. Moping around in the dark here must have only been able to see my silhouette. Did you think I was her boyfriend back for an encore of that enthralling conversation? Kyo, 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 kyo. Can't ask her now. Hey. Yeah, did you hear? These old pieces are so goddamn loud. And people aren't even familiar enough with the sound anymore to know to run the other way. Probably rails past the neighborhood. But I didn't see anything I could use even a partial suppressor on the way in. Could they really not afford some throw pillows? I used the other 5 bullets in the outdoor spaces. Small spheres of blind opportunity that the city's eye couldn't think to perceive. 30k kyo for of the double. Cramped places, usually full of trash. But this room, as cheap as it looks, is at least clean, organized even. So the corpse adds a certain satisfying contrast. Except, there's shit on the floor. By the window, there are broken pieces of something fragile and tacky.
The Labubu's!
It's fine. If It's just one thing out of place. Actually, it's not fine. It's actually really irritating. I kick over this stupid goddamn mirror.
I've known for months that I was gonna just really, really like her.
5% crime scenes. Each of them, not a speck of evidence. Nothing to go on. And for the final shot, there just has to be some pile of shit in the corner ruining everything. I kick the wall. Something falls from it. Probably more tasteless bullshit.
Probably the clock.
I toss over the chair, knock the urn, tear it to sheets with my frustration, and try to savor the shredding. If it can't be clean, I'll just have to lean into the messy angle. At least it'll be consistent. Evie opened up her phone just for this.
Yay!
This was all so stupid. Honestly, I'm not the ego-driven type. In fact, I pride myself on my humility. Now, was it satisfying when those first three went down with single shots? Yes. But so what? I'm not made of stone. After that, I did start to actively aim for the heart, but... Ugh. Heartbreak killer.
So lame.
Really? Don't people have anything better to do with their time? What kind of miserable, lifeless voyeurs would obsess over something that's none of their business? All of these threads and breakdowns and the goddamn theory crafting, and all for the Heartbreak Killer. Sounds like a soap opera villain from the season where the writers were on strike. I'd feel insulted by the label, but no, that's someone else's name. They came up with it. They spread it. They marketed it. Heartbreak's got nothing to do with me. He's just some reclusive, lonely, socially impotent loser who shot 6 people because... Well, I'm sure people will come up with something. That he got rejected one too many times or whatever. Me, I killed those people because I saw them and I wanted to. And I've killed a lot more than just 6. At least the room is thoroughly thrashed now. If I just walked away after seeing that mess by the window, it would have irritated me. If I just walked away, it would have irritated me to no end. We cannot fix her!
Why would you try?
I can fix her, Noreen. Don't take this from me. Your Honor, how can you not love her? And now, it doesn't match the MO of the last 5 perfectly. It'll irritate the cops. Good riddance, Heartbreak. You enjoy your 15 minutes in the spotlight. Really savor it. I'm going home. The air is weighty tonight. Thick. Energized. A heavily foreshadowed summer rain I can feel on every hair. They call this kind of humidity oppressive, but I disagree. The warm tension on your skin, like in those short moments just after the shower turns off and the steam lingers. Yeah, it's always most comfortable right afterwards. Maybe there's no disagreement to be had. Oppressive things can be comforting too. Only the guilty ones run. I don't know about that, but I know I've never felt guilty about any of this. And I walk. The clock's at 3 a.m. Sorry, using my left is still. That's okay. You can just initial those spots. I took a scenic route home, courtesy of our fine city's sprawling public transportation.
Oh, look at this art here. She is the devil making him sign a contract of some kind.
Had myself a thorough shower, drank a glass of milk, did some stretching. Another 100k kyo for previous victims. Time went by eventually. Around 1:40 a.m., a posting for a public defender work came up. Decent rate since it was so late and so urgent. I had wagered correctly that the boyfriend would have enough sense to ask for a lawyer, and enough debt that he'd need to be provided one.
Right, he couldn't buy an actual one.
All I could do was stay awake. There wasn't much competition after 1 in the morning. Okay, where else? Here and here. How did I phrase it earlier? Criminal defense attorneys aren't exactly flush with customers. Why wouldn't I take on a job where I already knew more than the cops? It would have been easy to convince Carlos to plead out. I would have gotten paid the same too. But easy is dangerous. Carlos was of course innocent, so his conviction would never be airtight. There would be doubts, questions, appeals. Maybe even fans, depending on his looks. More attention to HK and his crimes. More headaches. A cold case rotting in the very far back of the public's awareness is always preferable to one open and shut in haste. Now, with no more murders matching HK's MO, there won't be any additional public pressure to find a culprit. Now Heartbreak can just starve to death, out of sight and mind like any other fluke in the system. Almost done. Getting involved with the case this intimately does have its risks. Hell, I might have even overdone things here or there. Like lighting up a smoke inside an interrogation room, just to make doubly sure I didn't still smell of gunpowder myself. That London fellow seemed more fixated on it than I would have liked. But obviously, everything turned out rosy. And it's worth it for the finality of it all. Seeing the authorities' failings from the best seat in the house, that's just a bonus. Thanks again, Morgan, for everything. I'm sure Diane's grateful too. Maybe not. So, gang, what have we learned about gamblers and murder? I don't know. What have we learned?
Funny.
Funny. I didn't even know her name. The base. The animal well base of dread. No, sorry, it's just... I was mad when I left the apartment. I know she was too. So when she died, death was instantaneous, Carlos. I can't imagine that she was in any pain. In fact, I can guarantee she was dead before she hit the ground. She's addicted to loot crates and Moida. I can fix her. What?
I don't think we're fixing this woman. I don't think that's...
I just keep thinking that she must have died angry at me. That she must have died hating me.
Why not?
To tell you the truth, Carlos, there's something I've been wondering about myself. Something I noticed in the ARC's data. A piece of the puzzle I couldn't fit anywhere else. It was 3 p.m. But maybe you can make sense of it. Oh.
Yeah, his...
Mods for a modder. Non-lethal doses present.
She had the pills because she cared
Wait,
about him.
what if the clock was showing the wrong time because she didn't care when she put it back up and it's just like upside down? We didn't see any actual numbers. What if she just didn't give a shit? It's a weird thing.
It's so weird.
Where did you find that? That pill organizer was found on the victim. She had it grasped in her hand when she died. Obviously the police added it to the ARCs, but it was quickly ruled irrelevant. Seems like it contained trifrexisone, prescribed to help modders with phantom itches. They're small tablets, and those tricky classes too for a pill organizer. Could be hard to handle with an unsteady hand. No one will ever know what she was feeling when she died. Even if they did, feelings are complicated. You can feel angry, happy, and sad all at the same time. But as far as facts are concerned, it would appear that when she died, what she was doing was setting out your medication for the week. To my eyes, anyway. As prescribed. I got a Steam achievement for that. Long night. That was too far just now. Practically rubbing it in his face. It's not like I care about his feelings. I doubt I'll ever see him again. But overstepping with that is pure hubris. And hubris invites downfall. Oh, look, Morgan. Well, so why? Why did I even bother? It was the last piece of the puzzle, I suppose. I'll just need to show more restraint next time. Though there won't be a next time for Heartbreak. The gun's in custody. There's no more bullets left. There won't be a 7th victim. There won't be any more leads to pursue. The media will move on. I'll move on. And no one.
Yep. So, have you seen her?
Only in, like, fan art.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
District Attorney Rockford.
Yeah.
Sorry, can I try that again? I'm so fried. By all means. Ugh. Counselor Morgan. Morning, noon, or night, you're always so put together. Thank you. I don't get it. How do you sleep at night? Pardon? You do white noise, aromatherapy? Whatever you're doing, I need to steal it. God. God, I must have bags under my dark enough for the dumpsters. District Attorney Emma Rockford. She's a prosecutor, the lawyer who argues for the state in court, trying to prove a defendant's guilt.
She's the Edgeworth.
Yeah, she's a very funny choice of Edgeworth. And despite her sometimes unkempt appearance.
Well, I mean, Morgan's a pretty funny phoenix.
I should know, since I haven't beaten her once. Worse yet, she has the remarkable ability to compartmentalize all that adversarial energy and only bring it out in the courtroom.
Robbie says, Emma.
Part of what makes her good at her job. It's hard for me to read. Should I buy a new mattress?
She's so funny.
What have they got you doing at this ungodly hour, Emma? Oh well.
They're on a first name
Same here
basis.
for you. Yeah. Your client was a suspect in the Heartbreak killings. That's my case.
Yep.
This is like cartoonish. Well, then you must have been relieved finding out that you won't have to go to trial against me.
No.
No? Why would I be worried about going up against you? It's always the unintended barbs with her. So you're working with those detectives? Yeah, London and the New Girl. Raids. They've been reporting to me in preparation for trial. That seems ambitious. I guess they gave you the rundown. They've been doing everything they can, but it's hard to catch a killer who leaves behind so little. It's hard to kill while leaving so little behind. So Ray's told you they had HK in custody, and you popped out of bed all excited to run down here? Hardly. I haven't slept in 40 hours. Too much on my mind. So when I heard about a case with a single female victim shot through the heart, yeah, my ears perked up. But that's about all. Oh. I mean, Carlos Flat, a serial killer? The same serial killer that outsmarted the state for weeks? She's not using his middle name. He was found with a murder weapon, but I can answer that any number of ways. Yeah, we have so much to work with. Fingers can't bend. Right-handed shooter, lucky shot. Victim's blood on sleeve, no gunpowder found. I have always been thinking the fingers can't bend. That may be true, but then I glanced at the report. You glanced at it? No gunpowder residue in him or his clothes. Too remorseful, too apologetic in that note. Whatever it was about, Labubu's or otherwise. His dominant arm modded, with documented sensitivity issues, never could have made shots that clean. Not without getting close enough to leave scorch marks. Not to mention, he's too tall for the ballistics entry angles, and probably too heavy to not leave any imprints. She's got all that from a glance.
Oh no. Dog, we're fucked.
I'm sure a competent lawyer like yourself pointed all that out the minute you walked in here.
Yeah, of course.
The worst part is she's not even being sarcastic.
Oh my god.
Of course it couldn't have been him. Long-term relationship, physically imposing, argumentative, so not the type to bottle things up. He didn't match the profile. Profile? Yeah, right, sorry, you probably never heard of it.
I know what a goddamn profile is.
A profile is a reconstruction of a criminal psychology. Kind of fallen out of fashion the last few decades. Not much need to guess about why when 99 times out of 100, who is caught on camera. Or why, or before they even leave the house. I've had to find some real fossils and oddballs to get advice on how to go about it. But I think I'm getting the hang of it. Well, at least this heartbreak maniac will slow down now that he's lost his weapon. He didn't lose it. He chose to leave it behind. That tells me he's confident he can do just fine without it. And it makes me even more certain that these aren't his only kills.
That's bad.
Were there other shootings with the same MO? No. Other victims that fit the description? No. But I'm not overly focused on the victim's appearance anyway. I mean, these 6 victims all look like each other. They also look like a lot of people. That's true. Hell, they kind of look like me.
I was saying, like, yeah.
They got me with the short hair in the picture. They got me with the short hair in the picture.
I said, like, isn't there that one girl who has the brown hair and brown eye? Yeah, no, like, this is...
She just made up an entire serial killer persona just to, like, vent her frustration and punch a pillow at Emma.
At Emma beating her every time, presumably. Like...
This is insane. These are emotions that I've never felt. This is so funny. Do they?
Okay, how long is this?
I know, right? I hadn't thought about it. Point is, no one can kill that cleanly when it's their first time. Getting things that perfect takes practice. so I know that HK must have had a lot more than 6 occasions to practice Morgan.
She called her. She must have had a lot more tries to practice Morgan.
That's something catchier. I just don't think shooting them in the heart has any significance. If anything, it's a testament to their accuracy and their cold-blooded efficiency.
It's literally just a flex on perfectionism. Like, it's not.
The best possible use of 6 intact bullets. 6 kills guaranteed, no matter what kind of life supports mods they were packing. I am so glad that even though the pacing is a bit funny dropping this conversation in, they did this because, like, this is the thing I'm most invested in. This is hilarious. This is so hilarious. Their real signature isn't the bullets or the gun. It's the perfection. That's hard to wrap my head around. I'm saying that these 6 murders were just a fluke, a slip-up, a mistake. Exactly, a mistake. They got too clean, too efficient, and now they've got the public's attention.
This woman is so.
No wonder they're so pissed. There must be healthier ways to deal with the sapphic hate lust thing. I don't think she wants any healthier ways.
There's no healthier. No.
Are you talking about the crime scene? Yeah, probably threw the detectives for a loop, huh? Based on what you said, I don't blame them. Whoever trashed that room doesn't seem like the smooth operator you've been describing. On the contrary. What? What? I don't follow. This was the last bullet, their last shot. The other 5 were perfect. So if anything was out of place this time around, they must have thrown one hell of a temper tantrum. You make them sound like a child. Childish and cowardly and two-faced.
Oh my god.
Someone who hates to lose almost as much as they love to win. Girl, what are you talking
Oh
about?
my god.
Your profile tell you all that? That? No. That part's just... takes one to know one.
She's calling herself the same way.
Exactly. What does that mean? Anyhow, profiling is fun and retro to Quabi. The theory is that a crime can tell you something about the nature of the person who committed it. Stabbing? Overkill? Points to passion, rage, lust? They probably knew their victim. Poison and guns, meanwhile, suggest they can't overpower their victims physically. And then there's the things you can assume about nearly all serial offenders. Childhood trauma, prior criminal record, few or no meaningful attachments. There's a lot of recurring themes in their stories. The detectives say, childhood trauma, few attachments, not a lot of connection to the world. So how much can his crimes possibly tell you? That he's diligent, almost perfect, highly intelligent, painstakingly organized, and with enough criminal connections to get his hand on an untagged firearm. It's rare to see this animated outside of a courtroom. It's almost like she's enjoying herself. A sheltered house cat who's picked up on the scent of a mouse for the first time. A lone wolf. A different animal metaphor. Educated, but all her playfully lethal instincts coming to life. Probably overqualified or undervalued. Though I'm not thrilled about the fact that in the metaphor, I would be the... Know what I mean? Definitely!
Definitely.
And considering the marksmanship, the detective said that HK would have needed insider information on octaves. Does that mean heartbreaks in law enforcement? Never in 10 billion years.
Oh my god.
That's a great spite. Oh. Antisocial, independent, despises authority. That'd be like a stallion applying for a job on a merry-go-round. Yeah, obviously. They'd be kicking kids in the head for the first time. Right, that's exactly how I'd put it. There must be some connection to the police, though. Maybe secondary or tertiary? These types can't help but insert themselves. Wait, is it? Oh my god, Light and L. That's so... Noreen, that's perfect. That's perfect. These types can... Please let her survive the entire game. I do not want a post-Emma arc. Do not give me Near and Mellow.
No, seriously.
Give me one last chance. That actually... I was like, oh yeah, it's like Phoenix or whatever. But like, no, that's actually really fun for
Light
me.
and L,
That's
yeah.
really fun. Insert themselves. I do not do anything even resembling them.
Can you pull up the
Yeah.
log?
These types can't help but insert themselves into like the police world.
Yeah. I don't do anything even resembling that.
Wait, if HK's not a cop, how do they know about the blackout? Crime meta statistics analysis. Probably. Pardon? To take the emergency response times from across the city and map them out. Look for brief spikes in the delays, chart out the dips, and I'm gonna start voicing her like L. Sorry. Technical, I know. But all the requisite data is publicly available. With a map, a spreadsheet, a calculator, anyone could reverse engineer the timing if they wanted to. That is such an unpleasant thought, Emma. So, to summarize, you're looking for a cold-blooded, faceless, perfectionist killer who you think has persistent MO or victim, who has no persistent MO or victim type. In a city with an 8-digit population, wait, 8 digits.
That's
Pop
10
quiz,
million.
Kioshka. Top
wait,
10
no,
million.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 10 million.
Yeah, okay. Well, good luck. I don't need luck. I only need more information. Well, I'm sure the city would be happy to provide you with more resources. No, Morgan, I need more crime scenes.
I need more crime scenes. I need more crime
Morgan, please.
scenes. Morgan,
Sad truth
Morgan,
is,
I need more crime scenes.
if Heartbreak walked away today, I'd never catch them. Only way to my net narrows is if they keep piling on bodies. Not a very fair trade, is it?
Oh wait, and there's like a light and L layer here where she's telling Morgan she needs this person. She knows that this person killed before these 6 people.
Yeah.
She needs this person to keep killing in order to continue following. If the murders stop here, that puts such a spotlight on Morgan knowing that Emma needs more.
It's exactly it. You're so right. It's the Death Note pincher. But getting screwed over is a given. It's a deal with the devil. Fair enough. Woof! Okay, that rant is pretty morbid and detailed. I need to get out more, or sleep less but harder.
Yeah, exactly, Robbie.
Morgan, more crime scenes. You think a higher thread count would help? Don't worry about it. I'm always happy to listen to you ramble. It's a lot more pleasant than having to face you in the courtroom. Sorry, but that's the adversarial process. So no hard feelings, yeah?
So no hard feelings, yeah?
No hard feelings.
Her MO was just to kill people who look just like her. No hard feelings, right?
That was like, boy, I woofed. Like she gives like a fucking like link in the CGI cartoons. Like, boy, I could eat an Octorok. Like, I wonder why someone keeps trying to kill people who look like me. I could use a cup of coffee. How about you?
They're gonna get coffee together?
If you fall asleep, pay for a seal. I won't even take a picture. Okay.
They're like actually really
Don't
funny,
expect
right?
this to make a difference next time we're at each other's throats.
Oh.
Heartbreak won't claim. We finally have Law Light Yuri. Law Light Yuri. Yeah, finally. In 2 weeks, the media will have moved on, and the police will have moved on to cases they accidentally had to closing.
It sure is
Boring
boring around here.
It's what people do. But Emma
Oh,
is
you
different.
can't be doing this to me. Don't be doing this to me.
This is where we are. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Wow. My birthday's tomorrow.
Your
This
birthday.
is just like, or no, 2 days?
No,
Yeah,
it's
2
2
days.
days.
Like happy late 20s. Happy late 20s energy. But my Emma is different. She'll set it aside and work a dozen other cases, never bringing it up. But a private corner of that frustratingly sharp mind of hers will
She
continue
was-
to whittle.
Just talking about how an open cold case that no one ever thinks about again is the best way for her to walk away from this, and she has walked into the one person who will never let the cold case die.
Or even like, yeah, it's like she can let that case die, but if she doesn't, yeah. Well, she's one of the only people who views this as a case, because everybody else is viewing it as just the heartbreak killer.
Yeah.
She's looking for, you know,
The wider
Kira.
context. She's
Yeah,
looking for
exactly.
Kira.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, thank you, Evie. 28. Never finishing, but never quitting either. So I can't afford to take my eyes off her. As long as that's the case, I may as well try to enjoy the view.
This is sapphic as fuck.
Please! Oh my god! My thing is like, what are her victims
Oh,
gonna
we
be
did
like?
it.
That was a hell of a ride. I can't. It is no surprise to me this is so popular when that is your free trial.
No, literally. That was a free fucking trial?
Oh, the
It's
green
daughter.
Android. Which means you're going to be living with my friend for a while. For how long? I'm sorry, I don't know. Oh. There's no need to look that upset over it. The Aho guy. My face barely moved. It may as well have been a blatant pout from where I'm sitting. Yeah, like that.
Oh.
This friend of yours, they're trustworthy. Absolutely. In fact, I trust them more than anyone. She got the fucking Ato Aoski fit. Look at the NASA colors. Hey, come on. It'll be fun. Really? Really. Educational, too. I think you stand a lot from someone like Morgan. Oh my god.
Credits. Alright, who is it?
Evil little bug.
Evil little
Oh,
bug.
I was thinking it might be the evil little bug. Patrick MCF. AR renders 3D models. Environments. Patrick.
Patrick.
AR renders. Written, directed, developed by Brian Mulholland. Okay.
Hello.
Volunteer playtested by Gristom, QJ,
QJ.
Maxi, Sadie, Richard Fartman. Okay, that's a lot of people. Special thanks to Adrian, Philip, Anna, Children, Shadow, The Monks. Special thanks to Step Talk, Play the Game Mechanics, Friends and Family, You're the Players.
Yay, I got thanked. You're so welcome.
That's me.
That's me.
And he shall appear.
Yeah.
Alright, Robbie, how do I save this thing? You're a person when it comes to people. Personally,
is
I
like
think
a
it's
dude.
cruel to bring someone that flawed into the world. Hey, London, you're a criminal defense attorney and we're at a crime scene. I think I can guess what happens next. This is a mall level? That sounds awesome. It's Fran!
Oh.
I've never stolen anything that wasn't already compromised. Work hard and the company will have you set for life. And after, too.
There's so many character
Whoa.
designs.
Can't tell you how many musicians I've seen screwed over by a big smile and a fat signing bonus. So it's not just a lawyer job thing. You Jessica Doorman on the suit. Whoa.
Whoa, look at that design.
Compared to determining fault, determining cause of death is like a breath of fresh air. You're like, whoa, she got the
Is she in
centipedes.
I bet is she in forensics?
Yeah, that would
She
kind of
got-
make sense. She seems to be interesting. The company wheels don't stop spinning for anything. We can't hope to keep this quiet for very long. But a million times more liquid in the alternative. That heartbreak could ever stop themselves from killing. Father said that you owed him. I don't do anything out of the goodness of my heart. But when I take a job, I never half-ass it. Episode 1! An idle mind. Oh god. How do I save?
Smoking up. Results. Oh, our score.
2 out of 2 articles. 6 out of 6 profiles. 18 key terms. A lot of credit earned. You finished up 0 with 29 credit. Concept art and bonus scenarios. Bonus scenarios?
Ooh.
You also have a total of 29 million store credits spent on phone charms and case colors based on the higher credit with which you finished the episode. Main menu, please. I guess it auto-saves? I didn't save it all this whole time.
Episode 1. Queued up. You can continue. We're not going to, but
How do I save, Robbie? How do I save?
no, we couldn't figure out how. What setting is it that saves things?
I don't know.
Wait, what's at the bottom of this menu?
Return. Oh, you mean down there?
Yeah.
I think accessibility stuff.
scroll?
Yeah, accessibility stuff.
Oh god.
Okay. I guess I can continue.
A menu when you hit escape. Oh, the phone.
Oh, the phone. Well,
Hmm. Oh, quick autosaves. Okay.
guys!
Oh dear.
Guys! Guys!
You could have lost everything.
Can I open my phone here?
That has a.
It doesn't feel like it. Can I save? Load
Game,
settings. Close phone to title. Customize phone terms.
Save game. It's there the whole fucking time. Okay.
It just looks the UI. It looks like I couldn't click anything.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't think any of the phone menus
Yep,
did anything?
because it was a tutorial. I thought that these were all grayed out.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep. Yeah.
I just didn't. Oh, wow.
Holy shit. Well, that's of the devil.
Yay.
Wow. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Don't smoke. It's a joke. You'll end up like Morgan.
Don't tempt me. Don't be feeding me that.
You will turn like Morgan. Oh my god. That's wild. That is wild. Save yourself from the devil involves resisting temptation. Fucking AI searching of the devil
Oh,
how
no.
to save
No.
from the devil. Wow.
how to save yourself.
I think for me, having come off of like my Kodaka binge, there were some bits where it was like a little bit dry, but like they did such a nice job of keeping it like fun and interesting. The characters were all really memorable. The art is just it's visually incredible. Sound design's really good, very immersive for sure. I liked the extra juice they gave to like the argument, like solving the case at the end and everything. It was very long for a first chapter, but it was like it was all paid off really well. It paid off
no,
so
I mean,
well.
the length, I'm definitely happy about it. I'm just like, oh, I wasn't expecting to sit for this long.
Yeah. No, for me, for like a pre-log chapter, it's pretty long. Like I would have cut a lot of the like dry like reading subway logs and like the
That's very
first bit. Like
fair.
I think talking to London and Ray's was so fucking long,
It-
but
yeah.
it was satisfying once you get to the victim. Oh my god. Well, that's Of the Devil. So I don't know when I'm gonna stream next. I mean, ideally I'm gonna stream. It's a busy ass weekend, the last week of February. Or sorry. Oh, never mind. It's a busy ass weekend then, but I have a really open weekend. I have all the time in the world the next weekend after this coming weekend. This coming weekend I'm going to be away. Then by the next weekend I will one way or another have a new microphone. So I will be back then. I don't know if I'm going to go straight into streaming chapter 1. I'll think about it. I'll process it for a bit because this seems pretty special. But it is now on the table. It is now on the table. Happy Backrooms game menu. Happy Gamers Monthly, but early. March game.
Oh, we did put this on, didn't we?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
March. Just a little bonus credit
Yeah.
for everyone.
I will be playing all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's so easy. There was never a question of if, but it was just when.
When,
for me.
yeah.
It was just when.
We did a good job waiting.
We did.
I'm glad today worked out. Thank you for your fucking headphones.
Yeah, I'm so
You
glad.
saved the entire day. It was actually very comfortable this way.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for following, everybody. That was really fun. That was so funny. There were like entire half-hour periods where nobody said anything in chat because we were just reading
Everyone was
dialogue.
so invested, yeah. I'm happy I was here too, Noreen. I was, yeah. No, it was really fun. I should have read more, but. I should have read more.
Like voicing?
Yeah.
Oh god, that would have been
But I
fun.
didn't- Yeah, I didn't.
Next time.
Yeah.
Okay. I've done it so much now that it takes like no effort, so I like autopilot to doing it now. It's just like you gotta turn me off.
I was kind of like, I don't know how to get my foot in the door, so I'm just gonna wait.
Oh, that feels bad.
No, I didn't. Sorry.
That feels terribly bad.
No, no.
I should have asked more.
No, it's okay.
Well, all right. Yeah, that's how we used our Japan stream. Now,
It's a good damn game.
yeah, the atmosphere is crazy. It's so immersive. It's funny how immersive visual novels can be. I don't know, for me immersion is always like, I want to get my hands and move the rocks and like, you know, physically immerse myself. But VNs are some of the most immersive shit I've ever played. It's crazy.
Oh,
You get
totally.
sucked into it.
Whoa, what's
What's
that?
this? Hi, sumimasen.
Oh.
そうですね、明日のチェックインは、じゃあ一番早いのは4時ですね。はい。でもその前に、なんか重い荷物がありますので、じゃあ、その前に、小松屋ってあげてもらえたことですか？はい、それなら、はい、全然大丈夫です。明日は4時でお願いします。ありがとうございます。
I tried to cover this. not that anyone in chat can understand.
They're gonna go to our hotel. Hey, it's also all Japanese. Thank you for streaming. Glad to hear your voice. Hang with Melly. Happy birthday, Mello. Aw, thank you, Evie. Good to hear from you. And good to hear Liz's voice.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for causing all of this, Robbie.
Yeah,
I remember
seriously,
we
thank you,
found this
Robbie.
game. We didn't know anybody else knew about it. I'm like, oh, this might kind of be a thing. And then Robbie's like, this game is amazing. All right. That is that.
Yay.
So, see you all next time. You're welcome. That was memorable.
That was really special.
All right.
Bye,
Peace.
guys.